Hi everybody, welcome back to Monster of the Week on QueueTimes. I am your host, Sam Richardson, and thank you for joining us tonight for the finale of arc number 3, Silky and the Solutions. Real quick, I want to get a couple thank yous out of the way. Thank you to Evil Hat Productions for producing Monster of the Week. Thank you to Michael Sands for coming up with it. Thank you to QueueTimes for hosting us, including Indigo, Krug, and T.S. Quint. Without them, this stream would not happen, and we are eternally grateful for them providing a space for us to do this game. Thank you also to Wojciech Goldsebski, who is the musician whose music inspired a lot of my writing for this campaign. They do a lot of really instrumental, ambient, electronic, horror, soundtrack kind of stuff. All of it is available on Spotify. So if you like the vibe of this show and would like to kind of get more into that headspace, go check them out. They're wonderful. And also thank you to Jonas Newhouse and 8-Bit Johnson, including William White as well. And X-Taker U and Soft and Furious, all of whom's music will be included in this finale, most likely. Last but not least, thank you to Alejandro Guarin, who is doing all of our posters for Monster of the Week, and who is super fantastic. I just got the finished poster for arc number 5, which will be our last arc, and it's... The last 2 posters are so good, y'all. If you are enjoying this stream, if you're enjoying the art, go give them a follow and go commission their art if they're open for that. I don't know if their commissions are open right this moment, but they're wonderful.
Follow them, you'll know when they are.
Yeah, there you go. They are more active on Instagram. So, real quick, if it is your first time tuning in to Monster of the Week on QueueTimes, first of all, thank you so much. We love to have new people. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dog.
Yes.
Tell your dog.
Marco watches.
This is a wonderful stream, and the only way that other people are going to find out about it is if you tell them, or if they happen to see a tweet of mine, probably. So you should spread the word around. We're getting sort of into more narratively centered arcs going forward as the story begins to wrap itself up. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline, and you're not going to want to miss it. And you're going to want to watch it with friends, frankly. This is the finale of arc number 3, Silky and the Solutions. However, stick around. Come enjoy the show, and if you like what you see, you can always go back and watch the rest on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel in a playlist called Monster of the Week. You can also find that using bit.ly/fightthemonsters with a capital letter at the beginning of each word. All right, let's see. Last thing. If you do not like listening and or watching body horror, blood, gore, bugs, creepy crawlies, any of that kind of stuff, you might want to sit this one out. There is going to be a lot of that, most likely, in today's episode. And honestly, don't feel bad about it. If you want to know what happens, you can always tweet at me or potentially at other members of the cast who are happy to explain any of the parts that you would rather not watch and or listen to.
Of course, explain without the details that you don't want to hear.
Without the details, yeah, of course. But we would love to have you, but you always have to put yourselves first. So, if this is going to do more harm than good, then we don't mind you sitting this one out. That is totally okay. All right, so let's get right into character introductions, starting with Mr. Jonas Newhouse.
Hello, I am Jonas Newhouse, as the lovely Sam did say, he, him, and I am playing the Selkie, which is like a seal with a human skin suit, Henrietta, who is she, her, and she has a big sword.
Cool, I'm William, they, them, and I'm playing Keely, the expert, she, her, and she's pretty dope. If you want a character description, check out almost every other episode.
And I am Sam, she, her, and I'm playing Maggie, You can also call me Sammy, by the way, because there's two of us. I get it. And I'm playing Maggie, who's also she/her, and she's a spell slinger.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay,
Monstrous.
so
Selkies are monsters. I'm a monstrous.
yes. So last
Cute
time,
monstrous.
last time on Monster of the Week, we started with Henrietta and Martin doing some investigative work of the tour bus.
Yeah, rip those two, huh?
Yeah, well, you never know. They were pretty much immediately rebuffed by the tour manager, who happened to have been going to the bathroom when they entered the tour bus. And Henrietta was pretty summarily kicked off the tour bus. At which point she decided that she and Martin needed to go warn the rest of the crew that Henry Sweezel had turned up again, and that he had what seemed to be a new ability in that he could teleport at will. So, we went inside to see Keeley working as a bartender at this event, alongside the bartender Deidre, who was the only person working and who was kind of like serving alcohol to the hundreds of people that showed up for this concert. After some back and forth, Deidre revealed that Silky last minute had replaced all of the alcohol in the entire building. And that made Keeley a little bit suspicious. She did some magic over the alcohol to try to see if she could determine if it was indeed magical. And it was. Pretty much all of the alcohol in the building began to glow with this like bright magical energy that Keeley could see. And she decided that she needed to get rid of it. So she told Deidre to leave and convinced her to go by giving her some tickets to scalp to this event, and began to throw the remaining alcohol against the back wall of the venue, shattering it and spilling it everywhere, and out of the reach of the other concert goers, who were none too pleased about that. Then she happened to glance over and see Henry Sweezel right as he put his hand on Maggie's shoulder. Maggie saw Henry, had a brief conversation with him, and then froze him in place with magic because she wanted to question him a little bit more and was maybe feeling a little angry at him. He promised to tell her exactly what was going on if she let him go, and she instead said, "Fuck off, we're gonna do our own thing," and she messaged Martin telepathically to tell him that Henry Sweezel was in the building. Henrietta and Martin, who had teleported into the back of the theater, quickly tried to make their way across it to get to Henry Sweezel and Maggie, but Henrietta got stuck in the crowd, and her skin suit that she wears around her true leopard seal form was horribly ripped. Essentially, an entire area around the midriff was completely ripped open. She decided to teleport to Shilin, who is another myriad that they met on a previous arc, to essentially get some help with this problem. But Shilin told her, I don't exactly know how to fix that. She teleported back and began heading towards the bar, correct?
I teleported
To the van.
To the van, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, yes.
You teleported to the
Yeah.
van to get you teleported to the van to see if you could figure out if you could do some magic or if you had ingredients or whatever to do
That's
big
right.
magic in order to fix your hole. You found the stuff you needed, and then you went back to Shilin, and Shilin and you pulled off to the side of the
That's
road
right.
and did big magic using that stuff in order to seal up your suit. You teleported back to me, but rolled
Failed the roll.
really bad and ended up behind the bar. I could do the rest of it so fast. I just watched the episode today.
Ended up teleporting right into that broken glass that Keeley had thrown against the back wall and became infected with the monster. Maggie, at this point, Keeley had realized, was also infected with the monster, and Keeley decided to try to make both Susanna and Maggie throw up to get rid of the whatever was in their system, which
Which
Keeley
makes it.
accomplished, but which didn't seem to have a direct effect on the monster. Martin showed up, having made his way through the crowd to go and try and talk to Henry Sweezel or attack him or something.
Kill him.
At which point Maggie pulled out her ritual knife and
As you do.
threatened that Henry better tell her what was going on, or she was going to cut an artery. And that rage that was flowing through her system made her cut him without him revealing any of the information. Henrietta, whose skin suit newly repaired, was back in the building, and now she and Maggie were both infected with the monster. Sorry, what was the next?
Yeah.
I trust you, William. What was the next thing?
So, Martin had to hold Maggie back from just completely killing Henry, and then I ran over and got between them, and then Henry made Keeley mad, so Keeley elbowed Henry in the face, which unfortunately knocked him out of the freezing that Maggie had done, and he snapped away, teleporting himself and saying thank you after I broke his nose. Then Henrietta came out from behind the bar and had tried to get rid of the infection inside her body by like turning into water and then turning back into a physical form, hoping it would just like fall out of her. And because it makes her feel so good, she thought that it had worked. So then she started like high elbow walking towards us, going through the crowd, made it over to us. It was like, I squeezed it out, is what you said. And did not. Martin and Keeley were like, oh no, what do we do? Keeley was like, it's fine as long as they stay calm. Namesake starts playing on stage. Maggie and Henrietta get turned. Maggie goes, that's my aunt. Gets on top of Henrietta and they bolt for the stage. As Martin and Keeley try to like figure out exactly what they need to do to stop this. They get to the front. And Jesse on stage in Namesake, which is later we find out. I'm just going to say it now so we don't have to continue this charade. Uncle Jesse is on stage and sees her, Maggie, and is like, that's my niece! And the crowd's going wild and everybody's loving it and it's great. And Keeley and Martin are like, wait, how did Maggie know that that was her uncle? How did that happen? And then we tried to get to the stage to get the microphone to make an announcement because we had to do something. We got up there, but then a guard came in and took Martin and Keeley away, or started to, and both Maggie and Henrietta were like, no, let her speak. And then and they were like, no, and Henrietta was like, let her speak. Climbed on stage and ended up like life-draining Uncle Jesse, and Uncle Jesse was like, what?
That's
and then like did a magic thing and blew Henrietta like back into the audience.
That's what got us to harm, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, one of them, at least. Yeah.
And there was silence, and then the crowd went wild, and everyone was loving it, and they all thought it was a part of the thing, and Keeley and Martin got kicked out and made their way back to the van. Henrietta was like knocked to the side, and Maggie was brought backstage by Uncle Jesse, where they had a discussion about like, where Uncle Jesse did say like, I use he/him pronouns now. What's up with you? You seem weird. You don't remember things, and I think there's something inside of you, and it's magic. And Henrietta then, with lights in her arms, was kind of like devising a plan.
Well, she like tapped into the monster to figure out what to do with it.
That's right.
With
That's
a
right.
new ability.
Tapped into the monster and then made her way to the stage and announced to everybody, when you came in, you got this cool temporary ink in your arms, and it's red. Follow me if you've got it. And went out back with everybody who had.
So smart.
So good. While that was happening, Keeley and Martin went back to the Pest Control van, tried to do some research on the monster, figure out exactly what it was. Couldn't really get a concrete thing, but did find out it was sort of like something that was traveling with your arteries, or
It's traveling through your blood.
Traveling through your
Forming
blood,
cysts along
forming
your
cysts,
arteries.
and was going to be bad.
That we knew already.
And that like it was kind of the host, and it would eventually leave
The host.
the host. Like whatever it was would eventually leave the host. So we're sitting there. Keely couldn't actually figure out what to do. It was a big moment of like stall where like Martin was like, "You always have a plan." And Keely was like, "I don't know." And while that's happening, Maggie and Henrietta are out back with everyone. Like they've all gathered. Henrietta kind of didn't have more of a plan than that, but got everybody in a big circle. And Maggie was like, "Why don't we all just meet Namesake so you don't get all mad?" So everyone started meeting Namesake.
Barely managed to contain the crowd's energy.
But it did.
But it did.
Keely grabbed a sleep potion out of the back of the van, and Martin, I forgot to mention, Martin teleported
Martin's got
Keely
some new
to the
Maybe we can
van,
just do that now.
to the van, and teleported Keely back into the venue,
And Henry.
where they noticed that nobody, like half the people were gone, and then Silky stepped out on stage, like panned across the room looking for someone, caught eyes with someone back at the front door, like pretty much in the back corner, where everyone was coming in from, and then walked back and behind the curtain. Keely and Martin went over to talk to that person and found out that it was Christopher something.
Deacons.
Christopher Deakins, who was the person that was assaulted by Silky, like way back when. And we also discovered that Christopher is behind this whole plot by finding Henry Sweezel on Craigslist, offering some sort of magical services to take care of business that you needed taken care of.
That's where you find everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that conversation kind of got nowhere else, no guilty feelings on Christopher's part, presumably. Then Keely started heading toward the stage to essentially kind of get to the microphone again, and heard chanting from outside. Went out, found Henrietta, found Maggie with all these people, got everybody to start like drinking the sleep potion by saying it was special alcohol that Silky had brought for them, guided everybody back inside, and then the last two people who maybe needed to do it still were Henrietta and Maggie, and so Keely just said, "Do it." Like, because they're still growing, you gotta do this. They did. They were getting sleepy. Martin teleported them back to the pest control van. Keely grabbed Uncle Jesse, got to the pest control van, passing the person that Martin had frozen. And they were all there, and Keely was trying to figure out how to solve this, and figured out that she could save Henrietta and Maggie right now, but the amount of time it would take to do that would be far past the amount of time it would take for this to go to completion inside of the venue, Hades. So Keely, last minute decision, decided that she needed to go back inside the venue and asked Martin to take her to the stage.
And Martin reached over and put his hand on Keely's shoulder and said, "Okay." Maggie,
Hello.
will you, you hear something, and it sounds really, really far away. Kind of like that feeling you get when someone is calling your name in a crowded grocery store, but you don't quite. It's just kind of on the edge of your hearing.
Mm-hmm.
And as you tune into it more and more, you hear Uncle Jesse's voice, and he's saying, "Maggie, Maggie, come back, come on, come on." And suddenly, you're in a memory.
Okay.
This is the last day before you left home to head to the Dirge. You were sitting at the dinner table with your mother and your grandma Magnolia, and your mother has burnt dinner tonight.
That's what witches like, right?
Yeah.
And she kind of like kind of like picks up a piece of the fish and like puts it on your plate and just kind of gives you a look like, "Sorry."
It's all good.
So, Maggie, it seems as though you're coming into your training.
Yeah. Sure does.
So, are you about ready to start your own coven then? And your mom kind of like almost drops the plate that she's carrying when Grandma Magnolia says this, but like just manages to recover and just like sit down.
You're like, yeah, I'm totally ready for that.
Excellent, excellent. Have you picked a mate yet?
No, I haven't picked a mate yet. Grandma.
Well, there are plenty of boys in the next town over.
Yeah, I don't need to do that right now. I don't think.
Or girls.
Cool. Yeah, no, I don't need to do that right now, right? I got time. I got to
Well,
set things
if
up.
you're going to start the coven, then, I mean, it's tradition that you started with someone else.
Sure, but why can't I just do it on my own, right?
Well, because it's tradition, honey.
Yeah, but like, fuck tradition?
Well, our magic, as you know, is rooted in tradition. It's passed down from coven leader to coveness and so on down the line.
I know, you've
we
told
would
me
be
that
nothing
my whole
without
life.
our
It's
tradition.
really cool. I got it. But like, what would be so wrong with breaking it every once in a while?
Oh. I mean, it's just not how these things are done.
Right. Sure. Everything has to be one certain way, right?
Yes, Maggie, it does.
Yeah. That's what you always say. You know what? I'm not really hungry, actually. I think I'm gonna get up and...
Your mom says, "Oh, will you take it to your room at least?"
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it to my room, Mom.
Okay.
Thanks.
You walk up the stairs, and what does Maggie's room look like in Massachusetts?
It is basically what you would probably think. It's
Okay.
very a lot of dark like fabric and stuff on the wall. Like what are those things called? What are the things you hang on the wall? They're fabric, and I forget what they're called.
Like tapestry.
Tapestries
Yeah.
all along the wall with like different constellations and things.
Cool.
Probably like white underneath of that, but mostly covered up with like black items.
Okay.
Lots of little knickknacks all over the place as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you're eating for a little while when you hear a knock at the door.
Who's there?
Hi, it's me.
Oh, hey, come on in.
Your mom kind of like pokes her head in.
Yeah, come on in.
She walks in and she's carrying her own plate. It didn't look like she really had the appetite to finish her meal either.
Mhm.
And she comes and just kind of sits next to you. I know your grandma can be a lot.
That's an understatement, but yeah.
Yeah. Should I have said something?
No, Mom, you're fine. You're good. It's fine. It's all good. You can't stop her, so I get it.
I bought you an apartment in Seattle.
You did?
Yeah, well, I know it's always where you've talked about going after you
Yeah.
after you leave. I mean, you don't have to go now. It's there for you when you want it.
Like, whenever?
Yeah.
Really? Wow. Thanks, Mom.
I heard Jessie's supposed to be there as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No way, really? She's gonna be there?
I think so.
Okay,
Last
that's
I
awesome.
heard, at least.
Wow, I haven't seen her for a really long time, so that's really great.
Yeah.
Got something on your mind? I'm gonna start packing, actually.
I'm gonna miss you, Maggie.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna miss you too, but I can always come back and visit, you know? Once everything's set up for the coven and all that.
Yeah.
Right, and you have my number, so you can always call.
Oh, I will definitely be calling. Don't worry.
Okay.
I really believe in you. I really think, I mean, I guess it's what all moms say, but I really think you're gonna do big things. Sorry, house won't be the same without you.
You'll be okay. It'll be fine. And like I said, I'll definitely call you all the time.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
of course. And she kind of like stands up, and she still has her plate, and she hasn't touched the fish on it at all. She kind of like makes her way to the door. Maggie, would you permit a little bit of paranoia?
Sure.
Don't go to any concerts.
Concerts? Why not?
I just have a bad feeling.
Oh. But like, you know that I love music and so.
Just, hun, just trust me on this one.
Sure. I'll do my best, I guess.
That's all I can ask.
Okay.
And she walks out the door and closes the door behind her. Henrietta,
Yeah.
you hear a voice as well.
Okay.
It's a voice you don't recognize as closely because you haven't known them for very long.
Okay.
But it is Uncle Jesse's voice as he says, Maggie, come on, we just found each other again. This cannot be the end of this. You can't, just, I need you to stay with me, please. I'll save your friends. I'll do whatever I have to do. Just stay with me, please. And then you are in a memory, Henrietta.
I thought I might be.
You are also at a dinner table, the makeup of which is slightly different than Maggie's.
Okay.
There are two children sitting at the table. One older, maybe like 15 in this memory.
No, not like 14.
12?
Like 14.
14. Okay, in this memory.
Yeah.
And one much younger, like still sitting in a high chair at the table. And you have prepared dinner. What did you make?
It's fish. It's cod.
Okay.
That's a fish. And also some oysters.
Okay. And you set it down on the table in front of you. What does this house look like?
It's small. It's like a small-ish seaside house.
Okay.
There are 4 people living in it, and it like was built for maybe 3.
Okay.
Luckily, one of the people is like this big, but.
You set the fish down in front of Jamie, and he says, "Mom, fish again?
Of course. Trust me,
We've
you'll
had
like it
fish
this time.
6 times this week. This is
Yes.
one full week of fish."
Yes, and on the 7th day, you will love it. Trust me. 7 days in a row is what it takes sometimes.
I don't want fish tonight.
If you don't want fish tomorrow, you never have to eat it again.
Can't we at least have fish fingers?
I thought you would never ask. And Henrietta goes into the kitchen and
Okay.
opens the oven and pulls out a tray of fish fingers.
Okay.
You can have these when you eat half of a fish. It is a treat. But you have to try the fish, Jamie. It's good for you.
It feels like a lot more fish than most people eat. I feel like the other kids at school don't eat as much fish.
That's probably true, Jamie. That's probably true. But you're not the other kids at school. You're a kid who eats a lot of fish, Jamie. As any good and powerful child should.
All right. And he starts digging into his fish. The younger child, whose name is
Jojo.
Jojo, is sitting in a high
Jordan
chair, just kind of like slapping the fish that has been set in front of him.
Yeah,
Or
well,
set in
I
front of
haven't cut it up yet, so I should
Okay.
probably get doing that, shouldn't
Okay.
I?
Yeah.
Just kidding. Yeah, no, she pulls out a knife
Okay.
from the table, and
Okay.
I will cut it into tiny, tiny pieces.
And
for
Jojo is just kind of like looking up at you in that very like baby way of like, I don't understand what's going on, but I appreciate what you're doing. And they just kind of start like making coos at you.
And I'm cooing back. I think
Okay.
it's maybe a little bit more unsettling, but it is a coo.
Is it a seal coo?
Yeah, a little
Okay.
bit. There's like
then I think Jojo starts doing that back to you.
Oh, Jojo, You're listening so well.
Oh,
Yes.
oh.
Very good.
Oh.
Oh, you'll be swimming by Sunday.
And he just starts laughing. He just starts like uncontrollable baby laughter.
I look at Jamie and I'm like, there's no way he knows what I just said.
And Jamie's like all in on this fish now.
Mm-hmm.
And in that like moment, that like pleasant moment, you hear the doorbell ring. Boo boo.
Do I know who this is?
You might.
Okay. I mean, maybe I'll peek.
Okay, peek through the
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's Jordan.
It is. Okay, cool.
Who is? Do you want to describe him for me?
I haven't really thought about what Jordan looks like.
Okay.
So
Do you mind if I take
not at
a
all.
glance
Go
on
for
then?
it. Yeah.
He's a pretty average-looking dude. Sort of taller, short, brown hair, and dresses very much like a dad.
Mhm.
Like just kind of the like a polo shirt or a button-up or something like that. And
For
he
sure.
is he's holding onto the handle of a suitcase, and he just has a big smile on his face.
Cool. I'm going to. He rang the doorbell because he didn't bring his key when he was sailing. I'm assuming, or
Yeah.
lost it or something.
We should clarify. This is the sailor.
So Henrietta is going to go back to the table and sit down. And say, Jamie.
Yeah.
This is going to be shocking, and I haven't been sure how to say it, so I'm going to potentially say it in a bad way, Jordan. And I'm sorry, or Jamie. I'm sorry if this does happen. I am leaving for a very long time and possibly forever.
What?
I
Leaving where? Like on a vacation?
Sort of. You know how I've always said that one's freedom is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Well, I recently reclaimed my freedom, Jamie, from your father, and
What?
now I am able
Are
to
you
leave
getting
again.
divorced?
No. I think there may be some annulment when I do not return, but
You can't go, Mom.
Jamie, I have to go. I was never meant to stay here. Jamie, I'm not like you. I mean, you've known that, but I'm literally not like you. I'm not human, Jamie.
What?
I want to actually. I think Henrietta transforms in front of Jamie and JoJo.
Okay.
So it's just the skin suit peels, and it is a sea lion sitting in the chair.
Jamie drops his utensils.
This is what I am. This is what I have always been. But this skin, when I was wearing this skin, was in your father's chest in the attic. And I found it, and now I can go. So that is what I have to do, Jamie, and I am sorry that this may be hard for you, and I care about you a lot. I really do, you and JoJo. And I would take you with me if I could. But you can't swim as well as I can. No matter how much I love you.
Can I give you a hug?
Of course. It may feel strange. I am a leopard seal. I'm called a Selkie. I understand.
Am I a Selkie?
I don't think so. I think you are a powerful boy.
And he just like wraps you in a big hug
And I'll
as you
put my flippers
hear
around him.
the front door open. Hey! How are my 3 favorite people?
I'm gonna just try to dash out of there before Jamie comes in, or Jordan comes in.
Then I think you do. You push back your chair and you duck out the back door and over the hedge at the back of the house, and down the road, and
into the sea.
into the sea.
Yeah. It is possible. I imagine this house is being seaside. So it is very possible that Jamie does see Henrietta dive into the ocean and start to swim away.
Okay. And he just kind of like puts a hand up. He says, "Love you."
Love you too.
Keeley. You are standing in the Hades. The crowd is much smaller than you have ever seen it. And there are just dozens of people that are just like have fallen asleep on the floor. It seems like even the crowd that wasn't initially infected have kind of left because they were like, "What? Why are what's going on?" People are just like falling over or whatever. And you hear the door open as two paramedics walk in. You and Martin are both here, and Martin says, "Okay, so what now?"
All right. Okay, we got to do a few things really, really, really fast. You and me right now, we are going to proof this place the way that Maggie did it to the house. I think we told you about this.
Okay.
No monsters get in or out except for Selkies.
Okay. Okay. With the two of us together, I think we can.
Okay. We need to do this quick. I'm going to tell you everything that that's going to happen. We do this. So whatever, if something comes out of them or whatever, then it's contained. We cannot let whatever is going to happen get out of the Hades. Which means that since the paramedics have showed up, we need to stop them from taking people outside of the Hades.
That's gonna be a hard sell.
That's going to be a really hard sell, and I'll figure out exactly what we're going to do about that in a moment. But that's got to happen. Oh, I've figured it out. Okay. Start with the spell. Let's get this place locked down.
Okay.
Now, let's go.
Okay. And he just like closes his eyes and starts just humming to himself, and just starts to kind of like fizzle with like white light and white energy. You are gonna have a +2 on your use magic roll. What'd you roll?
Well, I rolled 10 plus 2, 12.
Then here's what happens. You feel Martin's power, and you see it actually. That like kind of white light starts siphoning itself off to you. It just it kind of bends outward and starts filling you up, and you feel you just feel that warmth. It's like right after you are sitting next to a campfire, and you can just kind of feel that flickering warmth just flowing into you. And then you feel it all blow outward, and you see it touch every single facet of this room as it just completely fades into the exterior of the room. And you can feel the building now. You can feel every kind of move and creak. And Martin is just looking at you.
Okay, Martin, don't worry about people seeing you anymore. We need to get through this. Teleport outside, slash the tires to the paramedics' vehicles. All of them.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And he's gone.
And then I'm on the stage, right? Kind of off stage, behind the curtain or something?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and I want to poke out a little bit, and get another check of the room, and then I'm gonna go out to the green room in the back.
Okay. Do you want to roll something to or are you just doing a cursory glance?
I'm just doing a cursory glance.
Okay. There are just dozens of people just kind of laid out on the floor.
Okay.
And the people who are still here that are not asleep look super confused about what is going on. And those two paramedics are kind of walking in. They've got a stretcher between the two of them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm heading to the green room.
Okay. You make it there with no problem. You know right where it is. And you open the door and are greeted with a pretty horrific sight. The other 4 band members of Silky and the Solutions are dead. It looks like one of them has been garroted with a guitar string. Another one has just been completely hit over the head, and their head wound is just bleeding on the floor. One of them is just laid on the couch. It's not immediately clear why they're dead. And the other one is just kind of laying right next to the door, so that when you push the door open, it hits the body.
I close that and I go back to the stage.
Okay. Then you go back to the stage right as you see Silky stumble out onto it. He's glowing with red lights, and he's holding a guitar, and He's covered in blood.
Um,
And he says, "Welcome to Silky and the Solutions. I'm gonna play a really great show for you tonight. I'm so happy.
I'm gonna run and tackle him.
Okay.
All right.
8.
So this is
Lash out physically.
no. Is this kick some ass or act under pressure?
If it's act under pressure, it's a 10.
Okay. Well,
You're not trying to hurt him, right? You're just trying to stop him?
Yeah, I'm just trying to stop.
Okay, then you tackle him to the ground, no problem. And he is just like thrashing underneath you. I think you tackled him from the back, so he kind of like hits the floor and can't really tell who you are. And he's like, "Get off me, Chris! Get off!"
Okay. And then like, I want to quickly lunge for the microphone,
Okay.
and I want to. Can I say something?
Yeah.
Everybody in here, you're in danger. Silky has gone into a rage. It seems like his old ways have returned, and he has killed his fellow bandmates in the back. That is what the blood is on his body. You need to get out of here right now. Anybody who is awake and up, get out of here. Especially because it's all magic and you gotta go. It's magic and you're gonna die. You're gonna die because it's magic. There's so much magic. You need to understand. You don't get it. There's magic in the world and it's gonna kill
And right
you.
before you finish that, you feel a guitar hit you in the side of the head.
All right.
You're gonna take 2 harm.
Okay.
Yikes.
I'm unstable.
That's
Da,
bad.
da, 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 da.
He is swinging it with the neck of the guitar, so that the whole body of it just like splinters over the side of your
Oh,
head,
God.
and you are knocked to the ground. And he is standing over you now, guitar in hand, and you can feel that not being good. You are definitely concussed, for sure. And he is just standing over you, just like breathing. Get out of my show. This is my show. This is my show. I set this show up. It's gonna. I'm gonna.
I'm gonna kick him in the nuts.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
This is definitely gonna be kick some ass.
Yeah.
Kick some nuts.
8.
Okay.
On a 7+, when you're fighting, you inflict harm on each other. The amount of harm is based on the established dangers of the game. You are going to kick Silky in the nuts. I think with all of your strength, I have to imagine.
Yeah.
Then Silky is going to take 2 harm. Hang on.
1 for each newt.
He is going to take 2 harm and just like kind of double over. And you see when he does, those red lights in his arms just start pulsing and flashing. And you can see when they do, the audience members that are closest to the stage, their lights begin to flash. Not quite as quickly, but definitely intermittently.
How much harm do I take?
You took 2 harm.
I took.
Oh, I'm sorry.
From
So Silky, you kick him in the nuts, and he like doubles over, and then he just like throws the guitar at you for 1 additional harm. I think it just like hits you in the chest.
No,
It's okay. I would like to. I want to run through the crowd if I can, like
Run into the crowd.
or run backstage.
Okay. I think you get there no problem, and you hear a voice coming from the other side, from like the main auditorium. It says, "Keely, where'd you go?" And Silky's like, "I'm gonna play. I'm so angry."
Martin, get all the people out, please, except for the ones with the lights.
Martin storms around the side of the stage, goes in through that kind of like back entrance as Silky begins to play, and he sees you, What does Keely look like right now?
Keely just got back behind the curtain and went like was going for a wall to like brace herself and just like is so dazed that like she missed and she collapses to the ground. And is just like kind of there like and backed up against like the brick wall that is the back of the building. Sort of near the door that is like out back to where the tour bus is and everything.
Okay.
And it's just like leaning up against the back.
Keely.
Hold on.
This okay.
I'm okay.
No, you're not. You're really not. You're bleeding. What happened?
I got hit in the head with a guitar.
Silk.
Silk did it. Yeah.
Oh shit.
He killed all of his bandmates. I don't think it was necessarily all his fault, but I think he got a rage inside, and he probably had some alcohol that also
Keely.
did what everybody else
Stop
did.
talking, please, for a minute.
Martin, there is no time. I need you. I have a feeling that things are gonna get real riled up.
No.
Martin.
Let me fix this.
What can you possibly do right now other than save all of those people?
I can save you. And you hear Silky start to play. I can save you, Keely. I can save you. Let me save you.
Martin.
He's gonna put his hands on your shoulder.
Martin, please just
Let me save you, Keely.
How long is this gonna take? Come on.
And you feel your injuries start to mend, but it is a slow process. You can tell whatever Martin was doing, however much magic he gave you earlier, he's kind of depleted some of his magical ability. And so the healing is going very slowly. Right off the bat, you are going to heal 1 harm. We just need to stay like this for a minute. I can take care of this. I can take care of this, and then we can take care of him together. Keely, just stay with me.
Martin, I'm not worried about Silky right now, especially. Regardless of what we can do to him, I think everybody's gonna have little things popping out of him. I don't really know. When I was reading, I just saw that they're hosts, and stuff's gonna come out. We've locked him inside.
Then we'll deal with it when it happens. But
that could kill every person.
You are almost dead, Keely.
Yeah, well,
Keely Stewart, you are almost dead.
Well, I'm fucking stronger than all these people. They're probably gonna die. Like I got hit in the I got shot.
I don't care about them. I don't care about them right now. I care about you. So you are gonna sit there and stay while I heal every fucking scratch on your body, Keely Stewart. And then when that's done, we'll figure out what we're doing next. Okay?
Martin, do you love me?
Yeah. I think I do.
Well, I love you. And I love Maggie and Henrietta. I love what we've been able to do.
This is not a big speech moment, Keely.
I'm not doing a big speech. It'll be over real soon, I promise. I love everything. I love everything we've been able to do. Trust me. This has been just like the best time of my life. Sincerely, everything I've ever wanted is coming true. If you love me and you respect me, then you leave me alone and you go save all those fucking people, Martin. You are the chosen one, and right now the chosen one has got to be saving a bunch of people. You got me to where you need me to be. Let me crawl out the back. I'll sit in the tour bus. I'll drink a Capri Sun. I don't know. I'll be okay. I've been through worse. And and Keely puts her hand over and like touches Martin's leg, the one that was injured in the dirge. I've been through a lot worse, and I'll be through this in like a couple hours, I hope. So just like prop that door open, and I'll just squeeze on out of it, okay? Go be the chosen one.
Okay. And he props the door open and walks through the curtain.
And
We're gonna hold on.
cool.
So I'm swimming in the ocean. I've just left the sailor and his children, and I don't know if we're actually there. I'm just kidding.
Would you like to do that scene?
Not necessarily. That was
okay.
more of a joke transition than anything.
Okay.
Since the mood's so heavy, since the mood is really heavy, I wanted a little
Yeah.
joke.
It's
I
real
think that
heavy.
was good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Henrietta. I hate to tell you this, but you do not have anyone helping you with this, with what is about to happen.
This. Okay. I mean, we got Jesse.
Jesse is not helping you.
Right.
Jesse's energies are concentrated somewhere else.
Okay.
So I need you to roll plus tough.
Cool.
You have +1 ongoing
I do.
because of
I do.
having these things inside of you.
Okay, that's a 10.
Oh,
Okay.
Because of the +1.
With a 10, I am going to give you an option.
Okay.
Either you can take 2 harm right now,
Okay.
but these things that are inside of you fail to and these things inside of you fail to pupate, or you can take 4 harm and they will pupate. The benefit to only taking 2 harm is that you will be conscious again, and you will get to make some more choices before they pupate for real. And when they do, you will not be able to stop them.
Gotcha.
So it's now or delay it till later. But when they do pupate, you are going to take 4 harm.
I'm gonna have to take that now.
Okay?
Yeah, I have to take it now.
Then what Jesse sees in the van, while he is leaned over the body, the unconscious body of Maggie, is little Christmas lights start to worm their way out of Henrietta's veins. And at first, it just sounds like a pop or a split or maybe just a squish. And they start to peel apart the top layers of skin as they force themselves out, covered in blood, and begin to take flight.
Am I able to do things also?
You are conscious again, Henrietta.
Okay. What am I conscious of?
You are conscious that these bugs have wormed their way out of you and are now flying around you. They are these orange golden fireflies that are just beginning to form this little swarm above your body.
Okay.
Before you do anything, Maggie,
yeah.
you are being helped by Uncle Jesse. You have a +2 to your roll, and you have a +1 tough.
Yeah.
Roll plus tough.
Okay, so +2 from Jesse, +1 from the
So
thing
plus
from
3
me.
total.
I'm actually physically shaking right now. This
Yeah.
sucks.
No, I have been too.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, it's a failure.
7.
Okay.
Do you have 0 tough?
Yeah. I'm not tough.
I also have 0
So-
tough.
Well, I'm the toughest?
Apparently.
So you are not going to get to make this choice.
Sure.
You are going to immediately take 4 harm as you feel these flies worm their way out of your skin and into the back of the van. And Jesse kind of like reels back as these things start emerging from you, and now the swarm around the two of you is bigger. It's huge. Are you both unstable?
I'm unstable.
Then you are bleeding from basically tons of these tiny little just wounds all over your body. They're worming their way out along your clothes down to the points where they can escape out into the air, and you can feel their little legs crawling.
But
You
we're
both
awake.
are awake,
Okay.
Okay.
and Uncle Jesse is there too. And he says, okay, what do we do now?
Can I do what I do now?
What do you do?
So I am myself. Right, like, am I no longer being like mentally taken over by these
You are
things?
no longer being mentally taken over. You feel weak.
Right. Okay. I mean,
for-
yes, I am.
For the remainder of this adventure, this hunt, you and Maggie are going to take -1 tough.
Okay.
Minus
That
one
just-
top.
Yes. To whatever you have now.
So I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I would like to, I mean, Henrietta's like not even up yet, just like her eyes open.
Yeah.
These things are still pretty close to my body, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna use my life drain, which has an intimate range.
Okay.
And basically, I mean, I like to have started doing this as they're leaving me.
Okay.
And what I'm doing is, as they're leaving me, I'm pulling the life out of them back into me, if I
Okay.
can.
Okay.
So I don't know how many of them I can like really target, but I'm
so-
basically absorbing their life into.
So this is kick some ass?
Kick some ass.
Okay. Roll.
Oh my god, 12 plus 3, motherfucker. 15.
Yeah. That's well. Did you include your new tough?
I'm not rolling with tough. I roll with weird.
Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah. Then you are just, as these things are leaving your body, you're just reaching out, and it just looks like the orange light just is like basically immediately extinguished from each one of these little things. But there are lots of them.
Yeah.
You are going to regain 2.
Great.
As these things begin to notice that members of their swarm are being killed and make their way towards you. Maggie, what are you doing?
I'm going to I'm sorry. Can I'm gonna do a blast, I guess. 'Cause
Okay.
That's what I'm
In
good
the back
at.
of the van? Do it.
Yeah. Okay.
If that's what Maggie would do, do it.
You also
It
just
is.
woke up,
I did
so
just
like,
wake up and
yeah.
there's things flying around me, so
Yeah.
that makes the most sense.
Little one happy.
Oh, yes.
10.
Choose one extra effect. You gain the
Alright, let's
advantage.
do this.
You
Okay.
inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them.
I force them where I want them.
Maggie, where would you like them
I don't
to
want
be?
them near us. Get them out of
Get
here.
him out of the van.
Okay, then here's what happens.
of here!
Get out of here.
Remember what you did to the trunk of Henry Sweezel's car?
I do, yes.
So that happens to the roof of the Pest Control van as it completely blows open. All of a bunch of the magical things get like caught up in it, and there's just like this like mushroom cloud of like magical objects that just rain out of this thing. And the flies, the rage flies, are all pushed out of the van.
Okay.
But there is a big hole
But they're not next to us.
not next to you.
Cool.
And also the monsters.
I hear you.
So they can't get back in, but do we want them outside?
Well, we don't want them to go away, but I don't want them directly on us. You know?
I would. They're
Mm-hmm.
swarming around the outside of the van, trying to figure out a way in.
I want to like. Here's what I'd like to do, Sam, and I think this is probably going to be an act under pressure to pull off this like maneuver.
Okay.
But they were before this, at least, they were aggroed by Henrietta.
Yeah.
So I would
Yeah.
like to leap out of the van
Okay.
and like basically attract their attention, and then teleport a little bit away,
Okay.
and just keep leading them back and forth.
Okay.
And try to just like keep them distracted while you,
here-
the witches, figure out what to do.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to roll act under pressure.
Okay.
Real quick, the move that is making these things attracted to you is called One of Our Own.
Okay.
It is a Ragefly adult move, which says when one of the monsters is killed, the other monsters learn innately where it was killed and who killed it, and begin to swarm that person or area.
Cool.
So, you blow open the back of the van and start out. What did you roll?
An 8.
Okay, on 7 to 9, the keeper is going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. You can lead them away, but you cannot outrun all of them. So some of them are going to land on you, and when you teleport, they're moving with you.
You don't say.
So you are going to take harm as they begin to bite you and melt the flesh around where they have landed.
Let's do it.
Take 2 harm.
Okay.
You currently have 5 of them attached to you.
Okay.
But the
And
rest
it's like
you
what,
are
8,
keeping-
9 total?
total.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Yeah.
But you are keeping the majority of them at a distance.
Okay. Cool.
Where are you? You're teleporting a little ways away.
I'm basically staying kind of in this area because I
Okay.
don't want them to spread. I'm just
Okay.
like zipping around the parking lot.
Okay.
Focus on that for a minute. The next thing I want to do is I want to drain the life out of these 5 suckers and get that back. So.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
So Uncle Jesse turns to you and says, "Okay, magic time. I'm thinking, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would think so, yeah.
So what? So
I've got an idea. Okay.
well, tell me what you're trying to do first.
Hear me out, Sam.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna. One of the things you can do with the magic, I'm gonna throw up, is to summon a monster into the world.
Oh. Okay.
And what I would like to do is summon like a giant toad creature, demon toad creature, to
my
eat the flies.
God.
Oh my god!
I love this.
That's awesome.
Uncle Jesse is going to give you a +1 as he kind of puts his hand on your shoulder.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Jesse.
Oh my god!
Come
This
on.
is so cool. God. Well, it's okay. No, it's yeah.
4 plus 3 is 7 plus 1 is 8.
Yeah.
8.
Okay.
There's a glitch, but
Use magic on a 7 to 9 works imperfectly. What is your glitch, Maggie?
The effect is of a short duration,
Okay.
which is good because I don't want a demon toad running
that's
around.
true.
That's fair.
So, what is? I don't think you've ever tried to summon a creature before.
No.
But you do have to use vocalization to use your spells. So, what does Maggie say when she summons this demon toad out of thin air?
Have you ever listened to Billie Eilish before?
Yeah.
You know that one song where the guy in the background's like, "Gun." That one? I want
Yeah.
that. In that same voice.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So that voice leaves Maggie's mouth.
Yeah.
And suddenly, pulling itself out of thin air is a large black toad with yellow eyes. And it kind of flicks its eyes up to look at you.
Yeah. Food.
And it starts kind of like, have you ever seen a toad like run? Like
Yeah.
really tried to run?
Yeah.
It is running towards this like group of flies. It is, I guess I should describe the size of it. It's like the size of a small dog.
Huh.
Oh, this is awesome. I want it.
And it is after these flies.
Cool. So the 5 that are on me, I'm gonna just try to suck all the life out of them.
Okay.
And I'm running, so I have a +1 to this, which I did before anyway, but it wouldn't have mattered because I just made a 9.
Okay.
So and it's a 9 again. So yeah.
So this was kick some ass.
Kick some ass, yeah. So they're gonna do some harm to me as well.
And Randa, they're not gonna directly do harm to you.
Okay.
When you life drain them, and you do life drain all 5,
Okay.
which means I'm gonna give you 3 health points back.
Great.
Something else comes with the life drain.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That makes sense. Okay.
No.
Are all the rest of the flies gathered together?
They are gathered together following you. Yes.
All of them.
You know, this would be a
Yeah,
wacky
yes.
scene.
I
Okay,
would
okay.
say.
I mean, like seriously. What I'm feeling come with them is it similar to what I got through my foot. Okay.
Yeah. You are on the first step of the countdown.
I am going to run and dive into the cloud of rage flies.
Okay.
I want to get them all with me, and I
Okay.
want to teleport us away. Because you said they were teleporting with me. I want to try to
No,
get this
only
happen.
the ones that have landed on you are teleporting with you.
But that means they can teleport. So I want
Right.
to try to teleport this cloud away.
Okay, in order to do this, you're going to have to let them land on you, all of them. which you are going to take a considerable amount of harm for.
The toad's there. Let the
don't
toad.
Yeah. Okay.
You do see
Yeah.
the toad as
Yeah.
it is hopping towards you.
Okay. I'm holding on to this as a contingency.
Okay.
Well, no matter what, bring the toad with you. It probably loves the ocean.
That's true. Then I'm going to. Are any of the flies on me still alive, or did I like?
I
Or
think
they-
they are just husks, but they
Okay.
are still stuck to you because remember they were melting your
Right.
flesh, and so now they're like part
Sure.
of you.
I'm gonna work on that, but first I'm gonna teleport into the van.
Okay. This toad is like galloping across, and it sees this swarm of flies, and in one, it's very strange, but somehow the toad's mouth becomes like 10 sizes bigger than it,
Rad,
and
rad.
there's just teeth that come out on all sides and just scoop this whole swarm back into the toad, and the toad promptly disappears.
The whole swarm, or like.
I would say there's like 2 straggler flies,
Yeah.
but the vast majority of them.
A
Yes.
big toad showed up outside.
That was
So now
me.
I'm here. You did it?
That was my toad.
I thought it smelled
Holy
like you.
shit, Maggie!
I've never done that before.
I'm going bad again,
That
just so
was
you
some-
know.
Oh no.
Oh
I'm
shit!
starting to have a really good
I'm
time,
gonna-
so watch
fuck.
out.
I'm gonna open up the cooler so you can like do that thing that I know that we've talked about before, where you can go into water at
Oh,
least
yeah,
and
yeah.
like heal
Yeah,
up
yeah.
a little bit. I'm gonna open that up,
Cool.
Okay.
and then I'm gonna be like, "Hi, really
Okay.
don't feel good.
What about the stragglers?
Okay, I'll try to take care of it, I guess."
Okay. What are you trying to do?
I'll
They're
miss-
making their way for the
I'll
van.
miss
Making
a
my
lot.
way for the
Okay.
van.
So it's more control.
Okay.
I guess. Oh dear lord. Yeah. 14.
So literally, you just. What is your missile thing again? Remind me. What do you
it's-
say when you?
Oh, bam.
And how much
Damn.
How much harm does it do?
There's one.
Okay. Then you see, you just go bam, bam, and 2 like bursts of dark energy just fly out of your fingers and just collide with each one of these, and they just disintegrate into dust.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna fall back onto my butt and be like, I really don't feel good. Uncle Jesse, I really don't feel good right now. I'm gonna try to
What harm are you at?
yeah. No, I'm unstable, so I'm at 4 right now.
Okay. You are going to take another point of harm as you begin to bleed out.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah. Hey, Uncle Jesse, a little help, please.
I want to help as well. I want to like still in the pool. I want to just like siphon some of that water and help heal her as well.
Okay, so I think Uncle Jesse is just going to give you a bonus to whatever you roll. So
Cool.
why don't you roll use
Which
magic?
is use magic to heal.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do any of them get the benefits of the infirmary?
Yes, they absolutely would get the benefits of the infirmary. So
Cool.
what would the infirmary give
It's
you?
+1.
It's
harm
not like
heal,
a.
right?
It's you can heal people. You have the space for 1 or 2 to recuperate. The keeper will tell you how long any patient's recovery is likely to take, and if you need extra supplies to help.
Gotcha. Okay, so I think then the way this is going to work is Maggie, if you stay in the back of the van for the rest of the hunt, you will survive. You will be at full
Yeah.
health.
Sure.
Or you can try to use magic.
I did use magic.
Okay.
And that's a 12.
Yeah. Okay, so I believe with use magic,
The effect I'm choosing to use is
Heal 1 harm.
heal 1 harm from
Okay.
an injury or cure a disease or neutralize a poison.
okay, so you are healed for 1 harm, Maggie.
Okay.
I believe that still makes you unstable.
I am still unstable.
Okay.
However, can I try the same thing?
Yeah.
And
Let's
can I just be
let's let's hold on that for
Okay.
just a moment. Keely, from where you are, you can hear the crowd. You can hear Silky playing, and you can hear the paramedics kind of talking in undertones to some of the people that are still standing. And you can hear Martin as he walks out onto the stage. He's talking to Silky. You really hurt someone that I love, and I need this to stop now. And Silky kind of, you can hear him, like, the guitar playing kind of, like, fade off, and he kind of, like... So, are you gonna try to stop this show? Are you gonna try to stop my music from getting out? Because, like all the other people who have stopped me over the years, none of this is my fault. I just wanted to be loved. I just wanted to be famous. Isn't that what every musician wants that? Every musician... And you hear a gurgle and the sound of metal. And the people who are still standing in the crowd kind of go quiet. And you hear a body hit the stage. And then you hear Martin at the mic. He says, I need everybody to stay calm. I'm gonna heal all of you.
Martin. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. And I'm gonna start crawling toward the stage.
Do you want to roll me act under pressure?
Yeah. 9.
So, you can make it to the stage and communicate with Martin if you take another harm.
I won't.
Okay. Then you begin crawling towards the stage as you hear just this and everything is becoming white light starting with the stage. It is spreading outward in this huge fan. And it doesn't get big enough. And then you hear a pop.
Martin? Martin?
Can we leave now?
Who's that?
Rito pokes their head through the side door, and they don't look great. They're not glowing, but they don't look great.
Rito.
Look like they've maybe been in a fight.
Rito? Oh.
Are you? What's wrong? Are you okay?
No.
Are you? What happened to all those people?
Real bad. Rito. Rito?
What did we just see?
Hey. You saw magic. And pretty much everything you ever thought was like a myth is real. And I know that can be kind of exciting.
You and Henry, you and the woman on the stage.
That was
magic?
That was magic. Rito.
Oh my god.
Stick with me for like 1 second. Rito, please.
Oh my god.
Hey, this is real danger. You need to look at me for like 1 second. You gotta do something, okay?
Rito looks at you.
Okay, I need you to take Danielle and the other stagehands, anybody who doesn't have the lights in the arms, and I need you to get everybody in the crowd and everybody in the Hades who does not have lights in the arms, and get them out of the Hades immediately. If you do not, they will die. You will die, and every person that is passed out on the ground with the lights in their arms is gonna die. Right now, they are the people we can save. If we can save everybody, I'm gonna try to do it, but please get everybody who can walk out of this fucking building, please. Do I need to roll manipulate someone?
You do not. And Rito says, okay, I'm on it. And they run back through the curtain.
I love stagehands.
Right as you hear splitting and squishing. buzzing.
Can I crawl out and like poke my head underneath the curtain?
Yep. What you see is a swarm of these orange glowing fireflies, and they are everywhere. It looks like for some reason the people closest to the stage are waking up from their sleep. They don't have red lights underneath their skin, and they appear. They just start seeing these things and start screaming and running. And the flies are now chasing people, and they're landing on the bodies they just emerged from. And you can see little mandibles start chewing at the skin.
Do I see Martin?
You do not see Martin.
Do I see anything?
Did you see Silky?
Do I see
Silky's body is laying on the stage.
And the people who had the flies come out of them are now waking up and like running around.
It seems like a good portion of the people who had the flies emerge from them are not waking up ever again. The rest of them are waking up screaming, and the ones closest to the stage are waking up without any flies having visited them.
And pretty much anyone who had never had flies in them had left at this point, right?
There are still a number of people who have not left, who did not exit the building yet. The paramedics, for one, are still there. And they are just yelling and kind of like swatting at the flies.
Can I crawl to a... I want to pull a fire alarm.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Roll act under pressure. That's some good shit.
15?
Then, conveniently, right out on the back of the stage is a fire alarm that you can, without even moving, reach up and pull.
So I do that. I'm gonna pull that and I'm gonna yell, Get out! Get out! It's on fire and there's a bunch of it's magic! It's magic! Get out! Get out! It's magic! It's magic! Get out!
Okay. People start running and start getting out of the building. These flies are landing on them, and it looks like a few people are like shrugging them off, but have become like overtaken by the number of flies that are landing on them, including the two paramedics and a couple of other stragglers, including Susanna, who does not appear to have birthed any flies, but who does appear to be coated in them. Can we hold on that for just a moment?
You're trying to heal you.
I was trying to heal myself. Yes, hello.
I am prepared to help if I need to.
Okay.
You're good. 13.
Okay, you are healed for 1 harm.
These finale rolls are coming in clutch.
Yes, they are.
Oh
if
my
I'm
god.
3, does that mean I'm not unstable anymore? Or
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep, that is correct. So you have managed to stop most of the bleeding.
I would like to tune in to the monster, Sam.
Okay.
14. So on a 10 plus, I hold 3 to ask one of the following questions. Where is the creature right now? What is it planning to do right now? Who is it going to attack next? Who does it regard as its biggest threat? And how can I attract its attention?
Okay.
I want to start with the last one, and specifically, I'm assuming that there are going to be more of this monster inside.
Okay.
And also, I don't know if the ones in the frog are actually, like, dead.
Okay.
So I just want to know how I can attract the attention of all of the other ones. Like,
So
that aren't
you
here.
saw when you harmed those things that the other ones were made aware of that, were somehow like
and it
preternaturally
didn't seem like
aware.
they saw it, they just, like, sensed it.
They
Okay,
just
that's what I was
sensed it.
hoping for. What is it planning to do right now?
Which Which area of these monsters are you targeting?
This.
Well, there are none near you.
There are none near me, but there are the ones in the frog that I'm still thinking about.
And there are
I
the
think...
ones that are inside of you.
Yeah.
Oh God,
that's
right.
right.
Yeah.
Oh no, I forgot.
Let me. Oh
I
God.
did not.
Well, the ones inside of me, I know kind of how that's gonna go, or at least I think I do. I want to. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Where is the creature right now? And I want to like burst the area,
Okay.
and mostly to find out if there are any I need to worry about in the frog, and any that we haven't noticed.
Have you healed at all, by the way?
I'm at 3.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Okay.
You know for sure that there are ragefly eggs inside of you.
Uh-huh.
And you know you are getting intense magical pulses from the Hades.
Okay.
You do not notice any other signs of the rageflies
Okay.
at this moment.
Then the ones in the Hades, what are they planning to do right now?
I'm gonna answer that by narrating a little bit of what's happening in the Hades.
Okay.
I won't make it happen yet, but I do want to explain what you are seeing, Keely.
Yeah.
As these flies are swarming and are beginning to like pick pieces off of the cadavers and just like it looks like once they are full, they are flying up towards the roof and they are joining a spinning group of them that are just flying in this kind of like whirlpool shape. So what you know, Henrietta, what you can sense intuitively is that these rage flies are trying to cast big magic.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. So
Okay.
in the van, in the tub here still, I say, okay, I think the frog got them. There's still stuff going on in me, and they're doing big magic inside. I'm almost done with my bath, and I'm gonna feel a lot better. I
Yeah.
think you witches should run inside and try to help. I'll meet you in there in like a second, okay?
Sure.
I'm fast and I can teleport.
Okay.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
I feel much better, but
Yeah,
not the best.
Are,
but I'll go.
are you
yeah.
okay?
Yes.
That sounds like a lie.
No, it's not. I feel great. I'm sorry I attacked you earlier. It was the flies.
It's okay. I think we can call it a draw.
Draw, thank you. And I'm gonna draw the water into me and I'm gonna heal with magic.
Okay.
And that is an 8. So there's
Okay.
a glitch,
There's a
but I
glitch.
do heal for 1.
What is the glitch?
Right, I pick one. I suffer harm. I think. I mean, short duration wouldn't be good. I will take immediate unwelcome attention at this point. I
Okay.
think of all of these, that is. I do not want a problematic side effect to this.
Sure.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna.
So you draw immediate unwelcome attention.
Mhm.
So as you start to cast this magic, a big frog appears in front of you,
Right. That's okay.
and it looks at you and rivets.
And I put a hand on my sword, and I say, "Run, witches!"
I thought he was gone.
You thought wrong.
Uh-oh. Okay.
You gave this creature your location
Uh-huh. Yes.
and some food that it would like to eat.
But it's not in the van.
No,
the
that's
van-
true.
So
Van
yeah,
is barred from.
Yep,
Yeah, that's
cool.
true. Good point.
You're just like looking out the window.
or the open back.
The open back. Yeah.
Cool.
And am I stabilized as well now that I'm down to 2 harm, or does it stay
Yes.
unstable?
No,
Okay,
you
cool.
are stabilized for
You're
now.
you're stable after 3.
At 3.
Like
Yeah,
at 3
yeah.
you're stable.
Yeah, I wanted to ask last
Yeah.
time, but
Oh, okay.
I guess we're running then.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
let's go.
All right.
Do we just leave the frog?
Fine, I'll kill it. It can't hurt us in here. I'm gonna stab it with my sword, and if it doesn't die, I want to stab it again.
Okay.
And then a
you
No, I
third
can't because it's not a curse.
Okay. You are trying to stab this frog,
Mm-hmm.
and your sword is going right through the place where the frog should be and not hurting it.
Damn it! Damn it!
It
Damn it!
is incorporeal.
Oh,
shit!
well then
freak.
yeah, I'll banish it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep poking at those. It's fun. Oh, also, just so y'all know, in case you were wondering, it's the sword. I usually draw it. So.
12. Get out of here. That's
It
not
disappears,
but yeah.
and it does so with like a surprised ribbit, like a whoop, and then it's gone.
Oh, well, let's all go. I'm gonna
Okay.
grab them and we'll go to Keely.
Okay,
And you have to roll for that, right?
you do because you're
Damn it!
damaging people.
I want to just get away with it. It's a 7 to 9. Wait. I have a +1 forward on this.
From what?
From one of okay. So here's the thing: the tune in when I act on those, I get a +1. So let me figure out how I'm acting on one of those. What did I ask? Well, I know that they're swirling and they're doing big magic, right?
Sure.
That's why I gotta get the witches inside.
Sure. I don't know that is acting on that.
What if I told you it doesn't matter because it's still a mixed success?
Then that's fine.
Cool. 9.
So remind me what Angel Wings the next success
on a
says?
7 to 9, you were either all separated or you all appear in their own place.
Okay. I think you are all separated then.
Okay.
You appear at 3 different places in the Hades.
This might be good, honestly.
And you are surrounded immediately by buzzing. And by people screaming.
Yeah.
Keely, you have dragged yourself out on stage, and you've pulled the fire alarm and yelled to people. What are you doing? Susanna and the paramedics both are being assaulted by these things to the point of not being able to escape.
Those flies, when they came out of me, did it more?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Cool, then I'm fine. Never
Okay.
mind.
Okay. Martan. Flies. Flies.
You can see a whirlpool shape beginning to form at the top of the theater.
Fly whirlpool. Okay. Well, that's cool. Let's see. I would like. Can I roll preparedness?
Sure. What do you think you have?
I think I have Earl.
The corn? Okay.
Oh, you sure do, buddy.
13.
Okay. Why do you have Earl?
I'd like to cast magic on Earl and make Earl very appetizing to these flies.
Okay.
Not Earl!
Go ahead and roll. Use magic.
All right.
The one I wasn't prepared to lose.
A 10.
Great.
Okay, so here's what happens. Earl is in your hands one moment, and in the next moment, Earl is a corn-shaped piece of raw pork. Perfectly corn-shaped, but definitely raw pork.
Gross.
Bleeding on you a little bit raw.
Whoa. Why would you do that to corn?
Gross. and I
Earl says, "Oh, what?
I'm
No!
What's happening?"
And do I hear that?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh shit. Live your best life.
Oh no! And he flies off the stage, and the flies that are not already in the whirlpool begin swarming him, including coming off of Susanna and off of the paramedics, who are making their way towards the door. Susanna turns back to look at you. Keely, I. Are you okay?
No.
Well, we gotta get you out of here.
No, my friends are coming to get me. Don't worry.
And at that moment, Uncle Jesse,
No way.
Maggie, and Henrietta all appear in the room.
Do I appear near Keely?
None of you appear near Keely.
Okay.
But do I see one of them appear? And does Susanna see one of them appear?
Yes.
I told you get out.
Oh, fuck! Okay, bye! And she runs out the door.
Okay.
Wait, my number is.
Which of us is in sight of Keely right now?
Maggie.
I'm right next to Keely? Or
You are
nearest?
in sight of Keely. You Henrietta appear in the manager's room up that
Cool.
flight of stairs.
Okay.
And Uncle Jesse is nowhere to be seen.
Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, hi.
The whirlpool is forming.
You might want to take a look at that.
I see it. I got a lot of things I need to do right now. I'm gonna run over to Keely. I'm going to.
Hey, what's up, girl?
Hey.
Keely looks real bad.
You look awful.
Hey, you don't look so bad yourself.
Haha. I'm gonna try to heal Keely a little bit.
Those bug wounds really play to your style. I just thought you should know that.
Thank you. 10.
Okay. Keely, you are healed for 1 harm.
And then I would like to bring an old pal back. A new pal, I should say.
Okay. What do you you're using the
Oh
frog?
my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Do it.
All right.
Yeah,
that
that'll do it.
happens.
Okay. This toad appears in the room.
Maggie, holy shit.
As soon as it does, it is swarmed by any of the flies that aren't already in the whirlpool and devoured immediately. It just becomes nothing.
We're gonna need a bigger frog.
Oh,
Maggie, a toad just appeared and died.
well, at least it wasn't us, I guess.
When you are recovered from that shock, you see that swarm lift up from the frog and begin making its way towards you. Henrietta,
Yeah.
you are up in the offices.
Wait, real quick, did I see Earl?
No.
I'll tell you later.
So mad at you.
I know.
So, you appear in the office of,
We had
yes, Oslo.
Oslo. Is Oslo there?
Oslo is there, and they say,
Oslo, do you know what's going on? Yes or no?
They take off headphones.
Jesus Christ, Oslo. There's magic and monsters happening out there. Can you help us? Did you hear what I just said? I'm gonna grab Oslo and we're gonna go to Keely.
Okay,
Oh my
Okay.
god.
do that.
That is a 9. So we're either separated or in the wrong place.
Then Oslo just doesn't go with you.
Great.
Okay.
I'm at Keely?
Yep.
Cool. I tried to get Oslo.
Jesus Christ. Okay, sorry. A big toad just appeared in front of me, and this is freaking me
toad?
out. Also, those flies are coming towards us.
Oh, no, they're not.
Real quick, before you
Yeah.
can do anything, these flies are going to arrive at you, Maggie. Why don't you roll act under pressure?
Yeah, alright. I'm so good at that. 9.
Okay, I'm going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay.
Unless, can I help out?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead and roll.
Wait, that's plus cool?
Yes.
Can I help out?
Never mind. I don't wanna.
Can
I'm sorry.
Can I help out by charging them and starting the fight everyone else instead?
I know you just healed me and everything, but I'm sorry.
Yes, that is a 10.
I don't want to make this
Okay.
worse.
So what did you roll?
A 9.
Okay, so that is now a 10. You do what you set out to do, which is avoid this swarm as it makes its way towards you. You just kind of like swing out of the way or like maybe magically project something, and the swarm just kind of like slides past you and then comes back in for another chance.
Shoot it with
So
magic.
Yeah.
And so the way I helped was running in to get into like a fight with this one basically.
Cool.
So
Yep.
I'm going to attack it with my lightning sword.
Great.
My hope is I can send lightning through the swarm since it is a swarm. So let's see.
Well, I don't know if you
Chain
know
lightning.
chain lightning. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Why don't you roll and we'll find out.
That's a 10.
Okay. So you're.
Jesus Christ.
This is kick some ass.
Have
an ass.
one of us failed this time?
I haven't.
On a 10.
No, I haven't
plus-
marked experience.
No, I haven't either.
Oh, yeah.
On a 10 plus, choose one extra effect. You gain the advantage, you inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them.
Yeah, sure.
Can I mean, I think I want to inflict terrible harm here.
Okay.
And I would
Yeah.
love to send lightning through the swarm.
How much harm is your sword?
The sword is 3, so it's now 4.
Woof.
It's a good sword.
It's a good sword.
Damn good sword, this one.
It's a good sword, Brent.
So you do, as you slash through this swarm of bugs, you can see your sword just like crackling off electricity to the ones that you barely missed, and they're just like falling like flies. And you just like the area that you cleave your sword through the swarm, there's just like a perfect swath for a moment of like clean air, like empty air.
Sick.
And then they are going to attack you.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
Can I magic first?
Henrietta ran into the swarm.
Shoot.
Otherwise, we would have gotten attacked last
That's
time.
fair.
Okay, Henrietta,
I want to point
you're
out,
gonna...
by the way, that before when I blasted the flies,
Yeah.
I forgot that my thing is a life-draining thing, so I got a harm back.
Okay,
So,
go ahead
sorry.
and recover that.
Yeah. We're all doing perfectly well.
What?
Me included.
Okay.
Clearly.
So these flies are going to attack you, Henrietta, and they're going to use the swarm statistics,
Oh boy.
which means because their focus is exclusively on you, you're going to take 3 harm.
Okay.
I'm in hell. I'm in a hellscape. I think the album is not Dreamscape, it's Hellscape.
That's the follow-up.
Oh my god.
Cool.
That was the new shit.
Well, would have been.
Keely,
Yep.
you're seeing Henrietta just get fucking mobbed by these flies.
Alright. I don't even know what to do. Right.
The ones at the ceiling are still swirling,
Well,
and it's looking more and more threatening by the moment.
What are they doing?
Magic.
Magic.
I'm so. What?
Big magic. They're doing big magic. I smelled it.
Oh. Well, that's fine. We'll just find Martin, and Martin can help to undo the big magic.
Where did Martin go?
Where's Martin?
Well, Martin was on the stage last time I saw
I'm
him,
fighting.
or something.
And what else? Where did he go?
Well, he tried to heal everybody in the room, and then I heard a pop, and I can't find him. But
He tried to heal everyone at once?
tried to heal everybody. Everybody.
That's like a lot of magic.
Yeah, I was trying to stop him, but I'm, you know.
Okay, well, did you have a plan before, or did you just run in here, Keely?
I had a plan.
What was the plan?
I proved the Hades. None of the bugs can get out.
That's it?
Well, I have more plans, but then Silky hit me with a guitar.
Okay, so, alright. I'm gonna start shooting bugs. Tell me the plan then.
Okay.
Okay, where are you aiming? Are you aiming at the ones on the ceiling or the ones attacking Henrietta? Because there are 2 different swarms.
Would I know if I hit the ones attacking Henrietta if it would hurt Henrietta?
If you roll poorly.
I'm fine.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot the ones at the ceiling, I guess.
Okay.
Good, because I'm not fine.
8. 8?
Okay.
Is that right? Yes.
Yeah, and that was use magic or
That's a kick some ass.
kick some ass. That's right. Okay, on an 8, no, this is magic. Where are we? Kick some ass. On a 7+, you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. So, what kind of magic did you cast? A missile or a blast?
A blast.
A blast.
For 2 harm.
For 2 harm.
And it's
okay.
life draining.
Great. So you're gonna get 1 harm back.
Okay.
And this just like they're kind of forming a whirlpool that kind of like angles up. So it is just like this swirling thing that just kind of leaves up, and you shoot your magic right up into that spiral, and they kind of go out of sync for a moment and just kind of become this like swarm again. It's like without any coordination, and then as they begin to recollect themselves, a contingent breaks off and heads for you.
Mm-hmm.
And you are going to take swarm damage. So take 3 harm.
Avoid armor, or is this armor?
This is avoiding armor.
Fuck.
I take 1 harm, including the harm I got back and my armor.
It's avoiding
avoiding
armor.
Oh, it's avoiding my. I take 2 harm.
Okay. What are you at, Maggie?
I am at 4.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
unstable too, by the way.
Okay. So Henrietta and Maggie, you are both fighting a swarm. Henrietta,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I gotta try to drain the swarm, I think.
Okay.
Just to...
Do it.
Oh, actually, mathematically, that's a bad idea. Because they're doing 3 damage, and I have 2 left. So even if I heal for 1, if they hit me back, it would kill me. So I have to kill it before it can hurt me again.
Sure.
Or I need to get away. Are they attached to me, or just like...
None of them have attached to you yet.
Okay. Then they're focused on me.
This swarm is, yes.
Here's what I would like to do.
Okay.
I heard Keely say that she locked them inside.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to run out the back door towards the parking lot and keep
Okay.
these things chasing me.
Towards where the tour bus is parked?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And as I'm going past, would I be in reach of the tornado swarm as I'm going?
No, the tornado swarm is on the ceiling.
Oh,
it's like
word. Okay.
pretty high up. It's like 20 feet in the air.
Then I just want to, as I'm like as close to the big swarm as I can be.
Yeah.
I want to like kill one of them, one of the ones that's following me, to try to get their attention. If I can.
Okay.
Because I know that that's like how
so
it works.
This is probably.
Sort of, but, yeah.
Well, it depends. If you're trying to kill them, it's kick some ass. If you're trying to lead them somewhere, it's act under pressure.
I'm trying to lead them somewhere. Yeah.
Then act
so
under
like,
pressure.
yeah, cool.
But this won't necessarily attract the attention of the swarm yet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out because when the one hit me, so when I killed the one outside, all of them followed me.
Yeah, but that was a smaller group.
All the ones that had come from one body, does it seem like? Okay.
Well,
or
sort
no,
of.
when they swarm up. Okay.
Yeah. So
I'll just,
I'm treating them.
yeah.
I'll tell you how I'm working this. So each swarm is sort of its own minion.
Yeah.
The thing that is happening at the top is the quote unquote monster.
Cool. I'm gonna just the one that's focused on me. I'm just gonna get them to the back door.
Okay.
And I'm going to run outside.
Okay.
Hopefully just keep them at that barrier.
Okay.
And that is a 10.
Yeah. You lead them away, no problem. And they are just kind of like stuck. It looks like like running into an invisible wall over and over again at the back door.
And I would like to run and disappear behind the tour bus.
Okay.
And then teleport to. Do I know if they will follow me?
They will follow
me.
you.
Okay, cool.
Because
then
it is not dependent on them seeing.
Then I'm going to stay there and
Okay.
I'm going to start stabbing at them.
You're gonna.
Because I'm outside. I'm going to stab them through the
door.
barrier. Yep.
Okay, cool. We'll come back to that momentarily. Keely. What's the plan, Keely? This is Uncle Jesse.
What? Oh,
He emerges from the back part of the dressing room. Holy shit! We need to save her.
I agree. You do that? No, wait, you're better with magics. No, wait, do that? Oh, shoot, both of them need magic. Here's the plan.
Okay.
Well, save her, and we're gonna burn down the Hades.
Okay.
All right. Woo!
Don't kill all of us.
We'll escape. They won't. They're monsters. I proofed the place. I made it so they could not do that.
Don't kill all of us. And Uncle Jesse turns to you.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Maggie?
I'm gonna try to get them off of me using magic.
Okay, cool. Roll.
I'm gonna
with
step
magic.
away and then cast at the cloud of stupid flies.
Okay.
Stupid. You know,
You still have a luck point?
I do.
I would hold on.
I'm gonna keep it. Well,
Well, they do 3 harm, though.
Oh, that's
they do
true.
do 3 harm, and I would die if I did.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Then.
But it would actually be
What?
2 harm because of my drained ability. Because this is a 7, just so you know. Do I get anything? Is Uncle Jesse helping me or no?
Uncle Jesse's not to you yet.
Cool. Yeah. Wasn't I right next to Keely?
No, because
Yeah,
you
'cause
were
I
step.
healed.
Oh no, you step. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so but Jesse is still coming out from the
I see.
curtain, so
Very
he's
fast.
not next to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
Are you using a luck point?
Yeah, I'll use a luck point.
So that's a 12 on your use magic roll.
My kick's an ass roll.
Your kick's a master roll.
Yes.
Then, Maggie, you know when you use magic and it goes wrong?
I do. Yeah, I'm very familiar.
This time, it goes exactly how you would want it to. And you just see each one of those little rage flies just turn into a petal of a flower. What kind of flower is it?
A nightshade flower.
Okay. And just spiral slowly to the ground. This entire grouping of them.
Nice.
You can see the whirlpool at the top is spinning faster and faster. This is when Uncle Jesse would come up next to you. Sorry, I couldn't. Sorry.
I took care of it. Do you think you could help my...
Keely's gonna burn down the building. We need to leave.
What?
I could use your help, actually. Both of y'all.
I don't know how to do fire things.
We need to do everything we can to concentrate a fire underneath these things so that so it burns them up real fast. And we need to take care of the entire building because there might be flies like hiding somewhere. I don't want.
Are we sure fire would burn them and kill them?
I don't know. You want to try burning one really quick?
Hey, Uncle Jesse. Well, experiment for a second. Can
Yeah.
you help my friend maybe? She's really hurt. Something,
I can try.
please.
Okay. Uncle Jesse is going to use magic with a -2 weird.
Oh no.
Oh no!
He is not experienced using magic.
Okay.
11 minus 2, so a 9.
Here. Wait. Can I aid that?
Can you help out?
Duh!
You'd also be rolling -2, right?
No, -1.
Minus
no,
one?
It's for cool.
Cool, yeah.
-1. If I do it, well, it's just one of the things for help out. On a 7 and 9, get a +1, but I expose myself to trouble or danger. Yeah, I just won't.
Okay.
I just won't.
Here's the deal then. Uncle Jesse is healing you, but he is healing you very slowly.
Yeah,
So you're not going to recover a harm yet.
that's fair.
Okay.
I rolled a 10.
To...
Burn a fly.
Okay. One of the rage flies, one of the ones that has kind of peeled off from the whirlpool and was making its way towards you, catches fire. And keeps flying.
Yeah,
Duh.
I figured.
Figured.
Yeah. Well, they are hot and they make you rage and something
Well, I
about
suppose that
them
makes
is
sense.
like,
Well, let's freeze the Hades.
can I? How would I figure out what magic we're using?
You can roll read a bad situation.
Yeah, all right.
I can do that.
You be better at that?
Yes.
Then please.
You've also read about this sort of thing, haven't you?
I mean, that's only for act under pressure.
Oh, my bad.
No, no worries. 8.
You get one.
All right.
either one.
On a 7 and 9, hold 1. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed yet? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect the victims?
Can I investigate a mystery instead? It's the same thing. I just want to
alright.
know what can hurt it.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's what we were trying to find out.
Yeah.
What can hurt it?
So these things are not burnable, but you do think that if you were to somehow get their body temperatures low enough, that they would not be able to continue using magic in the way that they are.
Okay. So, like, with everything we just said, I mean, I think we even, like, oh, alright, yeah, no, they did. They got really hot, they made people upset. How do you freeze a bunch of...
I am.
You talking about ice magic?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Probably.
That was sort of my specialty.
Well, no shit.
Oh yeah. How did I forget that? Well.
Can I look up and see if there's a sprinkler system?
There is a sprinkler system.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, you two...
Are they going because Keely pulled the fire alarm?
Well, that... Okay, when I went to college, and when I studied in university, with
Wait,
all the
Keely.
mythos and stuff... Yeah, what's
Keely.
up?
I've already asked for advice. Never mind. Go ahead. This is your plan. I've come to you for a plan, so
Oh,
this
yeah.
is good. Okay, go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. A friend of mine was moving some stuff around,
Sure.
and he ended up hitting one of the sprinklers
Yeah.
and broke it open, and water filled the entire level of the dorm room, like, in completely. So even though the sprinklers themselves weren't going off, the water just poured out.
Sure.
So, do you think you could blast the heads off all them sprinklers?
You asking me to destroy something right now?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And I leveled up.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
Maggie.
And you get a +1 to this going
All
forward if you
right.
follow my advice.
Roll some use magic.
Oh, please work.
And before you tell me what happens, Henrietta,
Yeah.
you are standing outside, killing each one of these flies individually as they like come to rest on the whatever is keeping them out. You're just kind of like stabbing each one with your sword. It's like whack-a-mole a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, and it's becoming kind of a fly kebab.
My frame was horrifying while you were doing that. We're not very close. Don't
Yeah.
worry. Don't worry, everyone.
You begin to feel something. And when you
Right.
look down to examine it, you see glowing red Christmas lights underneath your skin. Faster than they possibly could have done it in the previous iteration of this.
Okay.
It seems like something is helping now.
I'm gonna tune in.
Okay?
Oh no.
5.
Oh.
There it is.
I rolled snake eyes. So
Ugh. Well, 5 from Snake
5?
Eyes is pretty good.
it's plus 3.
Wow. You have +4 weird?
Plus 3. I rolled 2 plus 3.
I
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
can't do math. It's
That's
fine.
okay. So I
That's
don't
okay.
know anything
You're
about
not like a
it.
teacher.
Not a math teacher.
Henrietta,
Yeah.
you know I'm going to take a hard move.
Well, I don't know you're gonna do it.
Hold it in.
The rage flies would like to come out. If you keep them in, you will take 2 harm and later take 4 harm. If you let them go, you take 4 harm now.
So earlier when I tried to like hormone them out of me, like just like dematerialize
Yeah.
And separate from them. I think the problem then was that they weren't trying to leave. So
Okay.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let them out.
Okay?
I'm gonna spend my last luck to take no harm because I dematerialize as they leave my body. It's my last luck, so I'm doomed, but I'm taking doomed over dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Can you hold them off? Can you roll tough and just...
Here's the thing. If I take 2 harm now, I'm dying. I have 2 left. So I'm either gonna die now or in a bit or become doomed. God, is there any chance I know what will happen if I do what I'm about to do? Separate from them painlessly?
I think you have an inkling that somehow this form of separation would kill the ones that are inside of you.
Here's the other thing. If they come out and I don't do this, then they're just out and I'm dead. Yeah. I'm gonna do it.
Okay, before you erase that luck,
I'm ready to respect that back in.
you feel a tap on your shoulder. And when you turn around, it's Martin.
Martin, you gotta
And
go.
Martin is glowing red. and he says, "Let me take him."
You have others?
He's like practically every square inch of his body is glowing red.
Can you keep them in?
I can only take them into me. It hurts a lot, but I can do it.
Where are you gonna go with them? Do you have a place?
Yeah, I have a place.
Are you sure? I'm gonna reach out and like put palm to palm with them,
Okay.
and I'm gonna transfer them.
You feel these things sliding down all of your arteries and out the ends of your hands and into Martin. And Martin is just like completely like just gripping and like he has fallen to his knees at this point. It's been really fun traveling with all of you.
Martin, you don't know that you're gonna die. You look fine. Look at me, Martin. You look fine. You look great.
And when he opens his eyes and looks at you, you can see little cysts on the veins in his eyes.
There's a lot more inside. You can't do anything about them, can you?
No.
Then you should go. You should go right now, okay?
All right.
You're a hero, Martin. You might not be a chosen one, but you're a hero. And you might be a chosen one.
I was gonna say, you couldn't have just given me this last one.
I mean, something must have chosen you.
All right. Bye, Henrietta.
Bye, Martin.
And Martin disappears
I...
with an air of finality.
Cool. Henrietta tries to teleport to him. I assume there's nothing to teleport to.
There is not.
Okay. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go inside, but
Okay.
we can bring me in.
Okay, you are still
Beat.
at the level of harm
Okay,
that
yep.
you were at, so just
Yeah.
keep that in mind. Henrietta walks out into this group. Maggie, you were casting magic.
Yes.
Do you want to tell me what you rolled?
I rolled an 11
To do...
to blast, so kick some ass, and I have decided that I'm going to give +1 for it to Uncle Jesse.
Okay.
Okay.
So your blast nails the grouping on the ceiling. And again, they kind of like break...
Well, we're doing the sprinklers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the
Yeah.
sprinklers. Yeah. So the sprinklers all just go at the same time. They all just like go, and water is just like it's just pouring out of these pipes, which appear to have been like rusted closed, or someone intentionally tampered with them to keep them from going off.
That makes sense.
And they are just like it's just pouring
God.
water.
Head back, mouth open. Can I heal?
You cannot heal.
All right, that's fine. I'll drink up anyway.
Okay.
This is like the
Henrietta
Doge.
walks out onto the stage amongst the three of you.
And I want to put my hand out to Maggie and Jesse, especially, and now I suppose Henrietta, since she's here. Hi.
Hands?
So ice magic's your speciality?
I mean, it was.
It was? Well, hey, don't worry. Jesse, it's, we got a regular old coven over here.
Huh?
All right. Nice to see all of you.
That's enough. That's enough of that. All right.
Here's how this is going to work. Maggie, I want you to make this roll.
Okay.
Something is interfering with this attempt to cast magic. So you are going to take a -2 to your roll.
Okay.
So, go ahead.
But there's a +1 from the information, so it's...
So -1 total.
Well, but I gave a +1 forward.
To Jesse.
I don't think we can help on this one.
Well, because
From
for my last thing I did, I gave a +1 forward to Jess.
to Jesse. Okay, fine. Then you get no pluses to.
Okay, just a straight roll.
Just a straight roll.
Okay. 7.
Okay. What is your glitch?
So no plus weird for me. Okay.
No.
The glitch is take 1 harm.
Okay, Maggie. Take 1 harm. Ignore armor.
Okay. I'm unstable.
Welcome to the club. Welcome to the coven.
The water instantly freezes. It just freezes wherever it is. There's like a sort of a shield around you as like the water falls to the ground. And actually, I think Maggie, that's how you take that harm. Is some of it turns to ice right above you and just like smacks you in the head.
Cool.
But the rest of it turns to ice, and you kind of see it radiating out from you. And this whirlpool is getting like caught. Some of the bugs are getting caught in it, in the ice. And just are like falling, and you can see that kind of like orange golden light just like kind of flickering and then disappearing. But these sprinklers were only raining water down, and the big ceiling thing is above them. So you delayed what is happening, but it is still happening. And I am gonna make a roll real quick. Okay. That wasn't particularly good for y'all. Mm-hmm. It was an 11. Maggie, your magic stops working. And so does yours, Keith. So does yours, Henrietta. And so does Uncle Jesse's. And all of that ice that you had just created instantly turns back into water. And the whirlpool is still spinning.
Is my like shield on the Hades still up?
It is.
I can feel that.
For now.
Well, I'm open to ideas.
I can't do shit. So.
I actually have one idea, but it's not safe.
Okay.
I can do a not safe thing.
Depends on what it is.
I look at the swarm. I want to tune in, actually,
Okay.
again. That's 12.
Okay.
So, let me pull up my questions. Well, okay, so what is it going to do next?
It is going to break the seal around the Hades.
Okay. And presumably escape.
That is the intention, yeah.
Who does it regard as the biggest threat?
Right now, I would say you. It previously, you can kind of get the sense that it previously regarded Maggie as the greatest threat, but its attention has shifted to you.
This isn't one of the questions. I want to know if I could hold all of them inside me as Markham did. All of what are left.
My instinctual response is no.
Okay.
Because of the amount that there are.
Okay.
I think it would just, it would displace all of the things you need to keep living,
Yeah.
and it would kill you.
Yeah. Before I even filled up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that idea wouldn't even work. But they're going to break your seal. I smelled that. So we have to stop that. We need to.
What do we do?
We can reinforce the seal. maybe?
I can't
What do
do
we
magic
I
no
have
more.
no magic right now.
I can like feel nothing.
Yeah,
Um,
I feel that too.
If you would like to try to get that magic back, that is going to be a use magic roll, and on an 11 or a 12, you will have your magic back.
I think we gotta try to do that, right? I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
It's a 7.
Okay.
I literally am useless without magic.
I
Yeah, 9.
Okay. So Maggie,
Yeah.
you feel a flicker of something.
Yeah.
You have the capacity to cast one spell.
Basic spell.
Yes. What is your glitch?
The effect is weakened, I guess.
Okay. So if you are casting a harm spell, it will do -1 harm.
Okay. Okay. Instead of -2 if it were a -2 harm spell.
I mean, whatever harm you would be doing is -1.
One.
Yeah. So if
One-
you were doing
one
2
less.
harm,
I
you'd
got it.
only do 1.
Got it.
I'll roll for my magic.
Okay.
And a 7 didn't get me to that point.
Yeah, I also got a 7.
Okay.
All right.
I got 1 shot, and it's not gonna be great. It's not gonna be strong. But if you guys come up with something, Keely, if you come up with anything, let me know, because I just...
Can we reverse gravity somehow
Maybe.
Hold on.
and make the water hit the ceiling, and we can all hold on to something, and then freeze it? That's where my mind's at. Which I'm pretty sure I'm concussed, so maybe don't listen to me this
if
time
I'm being
around.
honest, Keely, if you want my advice, we shouldn't do that. I don't know if it's a great idea because it doesn't seem possible.
That's a good point, Henrietta. Everything else here seems very possible, and that does not.
I have a question.
Yes.
For use magic, right?
Yes.
There is a thing that says to banish a spirit or curse from a person, object, or place it inhabits.
Okay.
I know technically these aren't spirits or curses, right? But with monsters, if I summon a monster into the world, there has to be a way for me to get rid of it, because otherwise there's a monster just hanging out, right?
Sure. Okay.
So logically in my head, I'm thinking that banish spell should apply to like monsters in some cases too. I don't know if that makes sense.
So the banish thing affects monsters that are summoned into the world.
I see.
Yeah.
So, but these ones haven't been summoned into the world.
These ones were not summoned.
The only thing I can think of to do right now then with the spell itself is to trap them more in here. Is what I'm thinking.
Like reinforce the barrier.
I'm gonna say that out loud. That's the only thing I can think of is to keep them in here.
That might give us time. Although, if they can tell that we're doing magic, that might...
If I'm being honest, time hasn't been much of a help to us.
We
I mean,
can't let them get out.
Hello?
Who the fuck is that?
It is me. Shilin. I came as soon as I could.
Shilin, tornado, big magic, bad flies.
Oh,
Shilin,
no.
we need you really bad.
Sheila
That
can't
is
do magic.
very bad.
We
Cannot
can't do magic at all. Are you capable of magical powers?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I'm
we
gonna,
had- we had an ice
I'm gonna
machine
try to
going.
trap them in here. While Sheila, you guys figure
Well,
something out.
they are trapped right now.
Yes.
But
Can
to
I
reinforce
it?
that. Because they're trying to break it.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
You
okay.
sure?
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
Are you
yeah.
are you sure this is what you want to use your spell?
No, I'll
on?
wait.
Okay.
You're making me think I should wait.
Shilin says, I do not think I can affect that, but I may momentarily be able to allow you your magical capabilities once again.
Yes.
That would help.
that be of
Yes.
I think that would help a lot.
Yes.
Because I remembered ice is water, and I'm good with that stuff.
And then we can flip gravity,
It
right?
is-
We're not
is-
going to do the gravity
Okay,
thing.
that sounds good.
It is going to be it is going to be momentary.
Yeah,
That's fine.
We got one chance to
Honestly?
flip gravity.
I can do that. if I really try.
We flip gravity, the water. We gotta hold on to something first, but we flip gravity, the water goes up, and we make a lake.
It
on
is
the ceiling.
spinning very, very quickly. Shilin says,
Sure.
now?
Let's do it. Gravity, ice, everything.
I mean,
Okay.
I guess.
All right. Hold on to me.
Holding on.
Oh, I will.
Okay. Shilin kind of gives you a look. And then you feel magic flow back into you. It's like fighting back against whatever is suppressing it. Make
Okay.
some rolls.
Are you gonna do gravity?
In the area off the stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully a focused gravity, and then my plan.
Everyone take a +1 forward because
Yes.
you asked me for advice.
And I'm gonna do the ice thing because water is ice is water.
Thank
Oh, 14.
Thank God. Oh my God.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. But yes.
Actually, 15.
10.
15.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's like I can't imagine rolling higher than 15.
Then, do y'all want to tell me how this happens?
Yeah, I guess I would be the first part, right? So I'd go, I don't know, what's the thing I would do for it? Flip.
The water and the bodies on the floor rise up and are thrown upwards as they accelerate at I believe it's 9.8 meters per second. What does the ice look like?
Well, so Henrietta has never turned water into ice before, so she doesn't know how she's gonna do it.
Yeah.
But she starts just interacting with the water, and all of a sudden kind of starts shaking.
Yeah.
And then in an instant, all is pulled into her, and then just shards of ice are shot out, and then come into a giant mass that just hits the swarm of flies. And then they are encased, almost like when you see old prehistoric things.
Like a
flying
mesquite
out.
and amber.
It's like that, just like a huge swarm in a big old block of ice.
Sweet.
I think.
The flies are frozen in place. You see the golden glow that they are giving off fade and fade and fade and fade to black.
Everyone okay?
I think so.
Is
I'm
everyone...
okay.
I'm
Are
alright.
you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not good, but I'm okay.
You're fine now. I get healed you for 1 harm.
Hey, Keely,
Yeah, what's up?
did you give Susanna your number?
I don't think I did.
No?
At some point, did I?
I don't remember,
I don't think you ever did.
unless you wrote them on the tickets.
Ooh.
I didn't give the tickets
Yeah,
to
it was
Susan.
to the
that
Bart-
was
Deirdre.
That's right, Deirdre.
No, I don't think I did.
Would you have written your number on the tickets?
No.
Okay.
So Deidre doesn't have my number either.
Okay.
It's just still.
It is still.
Can I undo the gravity then?
Hold
Well,
on.
if anybody's alive below, my ice block will fall.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Henrietta?
But they're all up now.
This is gonna take a bit of time. Are we all devoted to this?
So what?
Henrietta, you need to go up and chip off a section over and over and over again, and you need to take them all to Antarctica. You need to teleport all these things to Antarctica, put them in a glacier or something where they're never gonna warm up again. God willing, global warming and all. We'll tackle that when we get to it. I hear we have 40 more years before we all die.
Okay.
Don't think about it.
I thought it was 12.
12 before it's inescapable.
That's not a bad
Yeah.
idea. I can slowly chip away.
Do you want to roll for that monster move that you have to sense its
Oh yeah, tune in.
motive?
That's a good idea. That is a 7, so I get 1 question. What do you want to tell me?
Deidre did a shot before you told her to leave.
No.
She very explicitly did a shot of
That's
vodka.
very true, she did.
And Henrietta, you can feel that this monster is not dead yet. And you can feel it coming from downtown Denver.
I've never been to Denver. Well, actually, no. I've never been to Denver.
Me neither.
Aren't we in Denver?
You're in the outskirts of Denver.
Not downtown Denver.
What are you doing right now?
The monster's not dead. It's in Denver.
Well, yeah, it's not. We're in Denver, yes.
In
and
downtown
it's right
Denver,
there.
there's more of it that's not there.
What are you
I don't
doing?
know. In downtown Denver.
Did anyone else drink anything?
Hold on. I kind of want to make this a roll.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just going to roll plus sharp.
Okay. I think that makes sense.
Can I roll to heal myself again?
That's a...
Not yet.
Okay, well, that's a 10.
Okay.
So...
Shilin says, "Is there an additional problem?"
Oh, shit. The other bartender. Before I kicked her out, she took a shot. She took a shot and she offered me a shot, but I didn't take it.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Does this mean she is infected with the creatures?
Yes, I think so.
It means that they're probably hatched by now. She took it when everybody else did.
Sam, have I been to downtown Denver?
You have definitely not been to downtown Denver.
Sheelan, how did you get here so fast?
I drove in my car. Would you like to join me in my car?
Yes.
All of us?
I mean, we're stronger together, right?
Yeah?
Okay.
Do I know if I leave if the gravity will drop?
We don't know how long it's going to last.
You do know that the gravity will drop. You can safely assume that the monsters that are in this iceberg are not coming back.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go. Let's
Okay.
go.
We can go?
We gotta
Wait.
take care of it.
I may be faster than a car. Am I faster than a car? If I roll act under pressure, well,
Yes.
I feel
Okay.
like we figured this out in Garinger if you were
Did
as
we?
fast as a car or not.
You do have preternatural speed.
Exactly,
So roll
yeah.
roll act under pressure.
okay. 12.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, sorry, no, 11. My bad.
Oh.
You are just a little bit faster than a car.
Okay.
But you cannot take
And-
everyone with you.
No, yeah, and I only have 2 harm left. It's not worth it. Let's just drive. Let's drive fast.
Okay.
And safe.
All right. Don't forget, everybody, put your buckle your seatbelts.
We should maybe take the van so that we can heal on the way, those of us who need to. Yes?
Okay, yeah, the van's a little...
Oh, hey Keely, the van has a hole in it.
Oh.
Just
Hey,
at the top though.
hey, Maggie, I killed your corn.
You did
Earl?
what?
We're even?
Whatever this is getting bigger and stronger.
Okay, it's going fast. We have to go. We have to go now. Okay?
Alright,
I'm gonna
okay.
get you back later, Keely.
Earl saved at least like 4 or 5 people.
We're going.
And Susanna.
Okay.
Earl saved Susanna, I'll have you know.
Okay. You are going in Shilin's car or in the van?
We could.
I'm gonna go. Well, shit. No, we gotta get in Sheilan's car. I can't drive right now.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
will get in the van and drive Henrietta, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna heal in the tub.
Then,
while we go.
yeah.
wait,
whoever
wait.
is-
How much have you had to drink?
Whichever one of you is not driving can heal.
Okay.
That is,
So
is
make that choice.
is me.
Yes.
'Cause I can't
no, I
drive.
know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is a 12 from Use Magic.
Okay, so heal for 1 harm.
Great.
It
you.
is late.
Yeah.
The streets of Denver are fairly empty as Shilin's car and the Marty and Martin's Pest Control van with a newfound hole in the top,
Hit
Jesse's
the
with us too.
sunroof.
and Jesse. You are all making your way down the streets of darkened Denver and past apartment complexes, past bodegas, past 1 or 2 local theaters advertising a play that someone is putting on, and you arrive outside of an apartment building. It's fairly nondescript, just whitewashed walls and security code on the front.
And this is where I smell it.
This is where it is.
I'm gonna tune in again now that we're here.
Okay.
And that's an 11.
Okay.
So what is it gonna do next?
Okay.
Sorry, what is it planning to do right now?
Okay. It would very much like to cast Big Magic.
Okay. Who does it regard as the biggest threat?
I mean, you
Okay.
probably.
That's good to know, because this one, we haven't been near this
Yeah.
part of it, so that's
I mean,
helpful.
you and maybe Keeley.
Okay. And where is the creature right now? And I want to pinpoint.
It is on the 6th floor of the apartment building. Down a hallway, it is number 611.
Number 611, 6th floor. There is a hallway. We must go down.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're all going? Yes, I believe we must all go in order to prevent this beast from spreading.
We have to.
Um,
We've got to finish this.
Give me 1 second for just like one brief minute here.
Okay.
Yes.
You will have to do that on your own.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think we do need to go.
Yeah, you guys go.
Okay.
I'll catch up.
We'll see ya.
Jesse, stay and help her.
No.
Jesse, come and
Jesse,
help
go.
us.
Jesse,
Okay.
go.
Henrietta,
Okay.
do you try to enter this building?
I do.
Then you find yourself magically repelled at the front door.
Oh.
Shit. Okay.
This is not the doing of the creatures.
She's a witch.
It's Deidre.
Oh.
I mentioned magic to Deidre and wow, I really just dropped the ball on this one, everyone. I mentioned magic to Deidre and Deidre was like, I'm feeling a lot better right now. I should bring up a moment. Yeah, and she was just like, yeah, I know, I got it. Oh, she said I got it. Oh, she's magical. Well, this sucks.
Well, she won't let me in, so I'm helping you heal after all.
I already healed.
Okay.
Well, I'm helping.
I would like to go in.
Yeah.
So, Keeley, you go in. Maggie, are you going in?
Yeah.
So the choices are essentially go in now, alongside Keeley, and Uncle Jesse is going with you too, Keeley?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
If Uncle Jesse's going, I'm going.
Or
Yeah.
stay and try to take down this magic.
Which I am going to be doing. But I can do that with Sheelan.
That's true, because Sheilane can't come in either.
Correct.
I'm going with them.
That makes more
then.
sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Keeley, Maggie, and Uncle Jesse. You make your way. Do you take the stairs or the elevator?
Aw, memories.
Elevator.
Okay.
Last time I took the stairs, I got dragged up them.
Last time we were in an elevator, we got pricked.
Good point. Stairs it is. I'm taking the stairs.
Okay. You open the stairs on the 6th floor to an empty hallway. It's quiet. It's a little homely. The paint's peeling a little bit. Number 611 is at the other end of the hallway.
All right. I'm going to go over to the fire extinguisher that's likely on the floor. Like on the wall, I mean, but like on this floor. And I want to break the glass and take the fire extinguisher
You
out.
do so.
It's cold.
Smart.
Does cold things.
Yeah. Let's do this, I guess.
It's kind of difficult for me to actually use a fire extinguisher.
Sure.
Do one of you want to? But I got it.
I'll take it.
Well,
I can take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I can freeze it on the way out. Of the
Oh,
when
yeah,
when
yeah.
when I
Smart.
activate it.
It'll act as like a focus for you, a foci.
All right.
I don't really want to do this. I mean, we gotta do it, but
I
all right.
maybe a little afraid right now.
Yeah.
But you know what? We got us, so let's go.
Okay.
I'm gonna
And I want to take my phone out, and I just want to check it really quick. And then I'm gonna just put it in my vest pocket.
Okay, you're filming.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. You make your way to door 611. What do you do?
Try to open
Okay. Are you trying to open it?
it. Is it open?
Are you trying to open it?
Yes.
Okay. Keeley, are you standing there as well?
Well, yeah, probably.
Okay. Everyone make act under pressure rolls.
All right.
What'd you roll?
9.
5.
Oh no.
Okay. Maggie, how much harm are you at? Just out of curiosity.
3. Sam, I'm at 3 harm.
Okay. You are going to take 2 additional harm as shotgun pellets enter your midriff.
Another shotgun.
You are blown backwards from the door, as is Uncle Jesse. Keely, what did you roll?
9.
Okay. Here's the choice I will give you. You can pull Uncle Jesse out of the way to prevent him from taking any harm, or you can get out of the way.
I will prevent Uncle Jesse from taking harm.
Take 2 harm, Keely.
Well, okay.
Okay, you can. You can.
The door swings open, and you see Deidre laying on the floor.
Do I see Christopher?
You don't see Christopher.
Is it Henry?
You see Henry Sweezel.
Yep. Motherfucker.
With a broken nose still, right?
With a broken nose, and he
How's
is
the leg?
in the process of using a pair of forceps to extract these red glowing lights from Deidre's body. And he turns to look at you two and says, "You're not supposed to be here." Shilin and Henrietta,
Yep.
what are you doing?
Well, first I try to teleport to Keely. Can I? Cool. I'm gonna. I would like to, with Shilin, do magic to break down this barrier.
Cool. Take a +2 to your roll.
Sweet. That is a 4 + 3 + 2, so 9.
9. Okay. On a 7 and 9, it works imperfectly. What is your glitch?
I mean, short duration. It can
Okay.
seal up again once we get in.
Okay, short duration on this is going to expel you again after a
Well,
short
then I
time.
won't do that. Let me see here. The effect is weakened.
Okay, cool. I like that. So you are going to take -2 ongoing to any act under pressure rolls.
Okay,
But you make it inside, and so does Shilin.
great.
And you hear, at that same moment, an explosion coming from upstairs.
And I say, Shilin,
Yes,
do you wish to do battle?
always.
Run.
Okay, Shilin starts running up the stairs.
Cool. And I do too.
Okay.
Actually, I would like to start climbing really fast through
Okay.
the floor and ceiling.
Okay, you do.
Oh, jeez.
Sure.
You
Yeah.
do. And you get to the top of the stairs just as what happens? Henry Suzel is bent over this body.
I want to roll prepared.
Okay?
Do you mind if I roll first and then tell you?
Sure.
Cool. So that's 11.
Okay, what do you have, Keely?
I have, I have a small, vial of the alcohol from the bar, and I would like to roll act under pressure to break this into Henry Sweezel.
Okay, this feels like more like a kick some ass
All right.
to me.
Yeah.
So why don't you roll kick some ass?
It's just a bottle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
A
I was like, you're not somehow not realizing this would have the things in it. Yeah. It's just a bottle.
Oh no, it's got the stuff in it.
Okay, is that gonna be good? Because the things will be in a person, which is what they want.
They'll be in Henry Sweezel.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, okay.
Okay. Oh hell. Let's see here. Any way you want to help me out?
Dude. I cannot do that stuff right now.
Help
I
is
can't-
cool, right? Are
Yeah.
you cool?
I am one cool,
Ah, that's not
and
great.
I would
You're not
expose
there
myself
yet.
to
Yeah.
danger.
You
You said just as.
Yeah,
said
just as this
Just as,
happens.
yeah.
Sorry.
All right, okay. It's a 9. It's a 9 though. It's a 9.
It is a 9.
It's
I'm
a 9.
sorry.
It's a 9.
What are you at?
On a 7+,
Yeah.
on kick some ass, you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other.
Well, hold on. Is this gonna be?
Yeah. Here's the thing: if she gets shot, she's dead.
Yeah,
So,
I got it.
dead or doomed. So.
Yeah,
Yes.
great.
10.
Yes.
Oh, that's a +1. It's a 10. It's a 10.
She helps and she's not even in danger, motherfucker.
Okay?
Oh,
Nice job, Maggie.
I want to take no harm. Take no harm. Take no harm.
Okay.
Take no
Wait,
harm.
wait. I want to distract Sweezel.
You-
That's how I help out.
Okay, real quick. The rules of kick some ass say you suffer less harm. So you're not gonna die.
We'll separate last
You
round.
will
Okay.
take harm.
Sure,
from
sure,
this.
sure.
Okay, okay.
But it's
So
just
okay,
one.
let's-
So
So you run up to Henry Sweezel and you're just like stabbing him with this thing.
Yeah,
Well, you gotta break it on him.
Yeah,
right?
well,
So-
I as I like go in, I wanna break the bottle on an entryway and just stab
Okay.
him with it.
Okay, you do. Just as he fires another blast of his shotgun and wings you for 1 harm.
Okay.
Oh dear.
What are you at, Keely?
I have 6 harm currently
Out of 7?
out of 7.
Okay.
How much harm does that bottle do?
The bottle itself only does 2 harm.
Okay.
But luckily for you, Henry Sweezel was unstable because of the harm that you did when you cut his artery with your ritual knife.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So with this bottle, you stab into Henry Sweezel, and he collapses.
Can I get him like really quick? Like as I'm like, I just want to get his face like, hey, and someone get the shotgun, please. Henry, hey, like stay with me for a second. I'm
I'm gonna run up and just be there.
I'm gonna slap in his face a little bit, just like tapping. Hey, Henry, unless you want to be fly food, we're all real magic. We can heal you right now. You tell us how to deal with this. Come on. I'm healing him.
Okay? Roll.
Come on.
What?
Come on.
All right, I have the shotgun. I guess that's true.
And I'm here with my sword.
Damn it. 7 to use magic.
Okay, what is your...
Short duration. I'm healing him.
Great.
Okay.
Henry, come on. Stay with me. And I'm like squeezing his face.
Can I put my hand on Keely's shoulder while this is happening
Yep.
and try to heal her a little bit?
Sure.
Cool. I don't look so good. Yeah. Yeah. That's an 11. You got 1 point there.
Okay.
Okay. Henry. You got flies inside you, buddy. And I just healed you. I can keep doing this. I can keep doing this all day. I've been practicing magic my whole life, motherfucker. Hey, Keely. Yeah, what, Henry? You're touching me.
And Henry Sweezel is going to roll to teleport.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, hell no. Can I...
I will let you fight this, Henrietta.
Let me think how I wanna do this.
Oh!
You know what? Here's what I
This
would
is
like
an
to do.
episode of JoJo.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Here's what I would like to do. Can I tell us what he's about to do?
Yeah.
I would like to tackle him and teleport.
And you teleport or go with him on his teleportation?
I would like to take him somewhere else.
Okay, so this is not something we've ever done, but here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is doing a contested roll.
Sure.
How does that sound
Yeah.
for you? Plus weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Henry Sweezel's plus weird is 0.
Cool.
Seems inaccurate, but cool.
I'm at an 8.
Henry Sweezel is at
Actually, a 9 because I ran at him.
then Henry Sweezel is at a 6.
Ooh!
Cool.
Where do you go, Henrietta?
We emerge in a body of water. And Henrietta gets out of the water, mostly, or like halfway, and Henry's just like floating there. And he sees this sort of like nicer than it used to be cave. Clearly someone lives here now.
You can see the blood like starting to flow out from his wounds.
Great. And I look at him and I say, Mr. Sweezel, this is the time for last words. None? Okay, I'm gonna drain his life.
Stop us all.
I hear that, and I'm draining the life from him.
Okay.
Should I roll kick his ass?
I think no.
Cool.
I don't think Henry Sweezel has anywhere he can go, or any will to fight back.
Okay.
You drain this body of the rest of its life, and it is motionless.
And I'm going to teleport back to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
That was an excellent battle, Henrietta. You have done service to
Thank you.
the name of all myriads.
Are the,
There are more of them, and that's all I know.
More of what?
I don't know.
are those
Hey.
eggs he was extracting on the floor?
I'm sorry.
The eggs he was extracting from the body, are they on the
They're
floor?
in like a little container, like a Ziploc container.
Mm.
Like a what are those called? The plastic
Oh, Tupperware?
Tupperware. Yeah.
I'm gonna pick that up.
Hey, can we freeze these to death, please?
And Jesse just walks up and grabs it, and the whole thing just turns to ice. Like
That's
not
freaking cool,
doesn't
Jesse.
like grow ice on it, just turns to ice.
Ugh.
Oh my
It
goodness.
feels really good to use magic. I had
Magic's
kind of
great.
forgotten.
Hey,
Magic's really good.
Are you?
it's like once every 3 times we do this, I get shot with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheilin is like,
you'd think
yes.
I'd build up an immunity to it by now, right?
You would think so.
Maybe we can.
No,
Yeah.
Sheilin, I wouldn't. That was a joke. I would,
Oh,
Humans
I'm sorry.
do not work that
Is
way.
this like the sexts you have been sending me? Are they also jokes? And Uncle Jesse just turns to look at you with this like look.
They are. No, not necessarily. Why do you think they're funny?
Yes,
They're super jokes.
but funny in an endearing way.
Oh, thank you. That's such a compliment.
You know, Keely's been through a lot. Let us cut to a quick chase. Do you find her attractive, Sheilin?
Hold,
What?
hold on.
Well, Henrietta, if I'm being honest, I don't find anyone attractive.
Oh, that's not the answer I was hoping for. I'm sorry. I thought
No.
in this moment.
Hey, no. Don't
My
might
worry.
run away
apologies, Keely.
together.
I did not mean to offend.
Hey,
Oh,
not
I'm
every-
sorry that I brought it up. I feel
I'm
horrible
not offended
now.
at all. I'm not offended. I am bleeding out and shocked.
Oh yes, of course.
Also,
yes.
me too.
I will.
Sheilin and Uncle Jesse both rush to the two of you.
Hey,
Hey, where's
we need to find Martin.
Yeah, where's Martin?
Martin's not coming back.
Well,
What do you?
No, Martin's not coming back.
You can just teleport to him, right?
oh yeah, you know him really well. You can do
I
that.
tried it. If there was anything left of him to teleport to, he
If-
would be here right now.
No, if he was leaving, he'd have said goodbye to me or something.
I'm sure he wanted to.
He's.
When we were dealing with the cyclone and I had only one idea, my idea was to take the flies into myself
No.
and die in some sort of big heroic act. And
Well,
I
I'm
only
glad you
had
didn't
this
do that.
idea
Yeah, what the fuck?
because I saw the Chosen One do it. He got a hero's death, like I'm sure he always wanted.
So you're telling me that Martin's dead then? Is that
He's
what you're
not
trying to
coming
tell me?
back. I believe he has died. Henry Sweezel, I am sure of. He is gone, and he is dead. Martin, I do not believe is coming back.
Silently walking back to the van.
I'm gonna
Can I-
keep my cool to not. I feel very bad right now, and I just want to be in water.
Okay.
But I'm gonna stay with my friends. I rolled an 11. I didn't because I'm in the barrier. So
-2.
-2. So eight flat actually. So
I think you managed to
Okay,
keep.
cool. Yeah.
You want
Yep,
to.
I want
but
to.
You don't.
Mhm.
Can I be alone for a while?
Of course. Is there somewhere you would like to be? Somewhere I can bring you?
Yeah, can you bring me to the dirge?
Yes. It's not there anymore, but I can bring you where it was.
Okay.
And Henrietta goes in and hugs Keely. And can we just go to the dirge? Okay. I will come back for you.
Maggie, you are headed for the van, right?
Yep.
You exit out onto darkened Denver streets, and you can just barely see the edge of sunrise. You have been battling these creatures throughout the entire night, and you've done it. When you arrive outside, there's someone leaning up against the van. It's not someone you recognize. But it is someone we would recognize, because we've seen them before. In a memory of Henrietta's. Henrietta, what does
Yeah.
Jamie say?
Jamie, who you can only see like the bottom half of his face, he's got a brimmed hat, and he says, "You know anything about monsters?"
And next time on Monster of the Week.
Actually, you're gonna need to know this.
Okay.
I'm very sorry. That's super great. I need to do like an after credit sequence.
Okay. What do we see Keely doing?
Keely pulls the phone out of her pocket and taps it to switch to the front-facing camera. So, yeah, basically, everything you just saw was real, and magic is real, and it is completely horrifying to continue living in a world where the people at large don't know what's going on. So if you see this video, I need you to share it, because this is real and it's dangerous. And there are mysterious things that have happened probably throughout history and your entire life that you've noticed and can't explain. And right now I'm telling you that this might be the explanation for it. Every town we've gone to, every place we've been, something has happened. And I don't think it's because it's following us. I think it's because it's everywhere. So world, wake up and figure out how to help us stop this. And just remember, you'd all be dead right now if it wasn't for the chosen one. And I upload that.
And now, next time on Monster of the Week. Thank you so much for watching this show. I know we went a little bit longer tonight than most of our typical episodes. Finales, I have a feeling, are going to be a little bit longer, just in general. So thank you for sticking with us if you did. And thank you so much for watching this show. It means a lot to me. I really have enjoyed getting together with this group of people and playing this game. And, you know, anyone watching it at all is amazing. So a couple of notes before we leave. All of the VODs of the previous episodes are up on YouTube. So before the start of our next arc, if you happen to catch this episode and you kind of want to catch up to where this episode happened, or if you would like to introduce your friends or family or dogs or whatever to the stream, you can find all of those videos in a playlist called Monster of the Week on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. This episode will be up on probably Saturday. All right. I have been your keeper, Sam Richardson, and you can find me on Twitter at Laggardson, Laggardson.
I have been Jonas Newhouse playing Henrietta Sam, and you can find me on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse.
I've been William White, playing Keely Stewart, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at kwilliamwhite. And I also do a show on Tuesdays called Hijinks and Handlebars. It is an actual Play Kids on Bikes tabletop live stream. If Monster of the Week is Supernatural or Buffy the Vampire Slayer, then that would be like Stranger Things. So if you've really enjoyed Stranger Things, actually I will say this: if you really enjoyed Stranger Things, I mean our show's touches on a lot of supernatural kind of elements and stuff. So yeah, check it out. It's a lot of fun. It's a continuous campaign. We finished up a big like first season of like 26, 27 episodes or something like that. So there's a catalog to watch and catch up to, and we will start back up with the storyline August 6th.
And we're playing
So-
D&D this coming Tuesday.
and we're doing
in
one-shots.
character as that show's characters.
Yeah, that's true. And we're doing one shots in the meantime, so come check that out.
It's the perfect time to catch up. That's what I'm doing.
Yep.
I've been Sammy Dar, and I've been playing Maggie. You can find me at twitch.tv/pixelsammy, where it's the summer, so I've been streaming a lot of things.
Like the Yoshi thing?
PowerPoint.
Yes, I made a Yoshi PowerPoint. The evolution of Yoshi. It's very important. You should check it out.
You should. Okay.
Yes.
One last thing before we go. Since this is the end of an arc, I would like to take this opportunity to tease the title of arc number 4.
Oh yeah.
Arc number 4 of Monster of the Week is going to be called Mrs. Montessori.
Whoa.
Okay, and we will see you next time. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.